That might have done it. There we go.
Yay.
For some reason, OBS decided that it wanted to not connect to the Zoom audio. I've muted that. I've turned the audio down on this.
Oh, I just didn't know if it was just Dom. Yeah, we got it.
There it is. Yeah, for some reason, OBS decided it didn't want to pick up any of our audio inputs, but there we go. But anyway, ooh, that's a thing. Hi. Right, what was I doing? Hi, yes, welcome to this week's episode of Eat, Crit and Survive Plays a Board Game, where some friends are gathered in different locations to play a board game.
Yay!
Yay, and we are here to explore a whole new world that has a fantastic point of view.
Filled with wine and big Garys. No one to tell us now where to go.
Oh no, hang on, no one to tell us where to go or what to grow.
Drinking.
Well, surely it has to be no one to tell us where to, what was the line?
No one to tell us no,
No
or
one to
where
tell
to
us no,
grow.
or what to grow.
Say, it needs to rhyme with Gary.
With help from Papa Harry. Close enough and not even the right tune, but there we go.
Yeah,
never mind. We're playing Viticulture World. In case you haven't seen that, we are playing Viticulture World, which is the new expansion to the new co-op expansion to Viticulture, a game that we have played on this stream a couple of times, and we really enjoy. It was one
I've been drinking, honest.
Honest.
I have been drunk since 1993, and
Is that how you do it?
that's my secret. I'm always
drunk.
I pretend I'm sober.
Don't drink because you're just naturally drunk.
I'm just
from the air
constantly hammered. That is not a thing. I am not that. I mean, it is a thing that you can. There is a symptom.
You absolutely.
There is a thing called autobrewery syndrome, and it's a problem for some people.
For some people, other people make it a positive.
Well, it's a problem for people who have it.
It's a problem for people who have
Otherwise, yeah, it's fine. Anyway, yeah. I'm Luke. That's Laura.
Hi.
And that's Dom.
Hello.
And we are going to run you through. Buongiorno. We are going to be playing. No, not going to do the accent. We are going to be playing Viticulture World. We are returning to Tuscany to explore the wine region and to make wine. This time, though, we are doing it cooperatively.
What means I have to help you?
It's been a while since we've done a co-op game. It's been a little while. And we did play the Pandemic Legacy Season 0. Which destroyed us. That was an intended stream, and then things went horribly wrong, and we just couldn't.
About Legacy CC. We don't talk about Legacy. Well, we're going very distant today, aren't we?
You know what? Why not? So yeah, we are going to be playing Viticulture World. Most of the gameplay is pretty much the same as regular Viticulture. There is going to be worker placement. There is going to be card drawings. There's going to be grape growing. There's going to be building buildings and fulfilling wine orders and all sorts of things, which we'll kind of explain as we go along. There are a few different changes specifically for the co-op version of the game. Starting with, you'll see at the bottom of the track, there is, I'm just going to get used to my hand.
It's a pretty leaf.
You can see at the bottom, there is a maple leaf, which I'm sure made Rodney very happy. This score track now has two aspects on it, and this is what our win conditions are. So up here in my top right here, you can see that there is a sort of little track there. That is how many years we have to do this. We have 6.
I can't see that because it's covered by the Game Tea logo.
It's covered by Game Tea.
How sad.
We'll talk about Game Tea in just a hot second. Over here, we have a year track. We have 6 years in which we are going to be trying to make wine and selling it. And during those 6 years, we are going to be trying to get so that each of us have 25 victory points and we get an overall collective 10 reputation, influence. I forget what that track is called.
Yeah, it's reputation.
It's reputation. We're going to be trying
no, sorry, the influence, the
reputation is the victory point.
That's influence.
Yeah, we're trying to get reputation and influence in to our fellow winemakers.
Old day influencers
Indeed.
by wine.
Indeed. We are subject to the mercy of Bacchus, and we're going to be trying to do this. So, Bacchus.
Okay.
On Patreon.
Oh.
You know what? Maybe we should start a Patreon. Who knows?
Totally. With our, I bet our one Twitch subscriber would join us.
What, Steph?
Yeah. Well, actually, she's spending all her money on.
You know, we
on
could ask her.
Twitch.
We could ask her. She might be willing to do that. Anyway, Viticulture World has got in its 7 different continent packs in which it can give you different challenges as the game goes on. We are playing with the introductory pack, which is just sort of a small little vineyard in Tuscany. It's not a continent, but it's just a small intro pack.
Airship.
Yeah, it has a wine barrel shaped airship, which is kind of cool.
Pretty cool.
But we are going to be playing with that. There are other continents available to you: Africa, Asia, Europe, Americas, North and South.
A few others.
There's a couple of others. There's 6 others for you to explore as the game goes on, and they get progressively harder. So we are going to be playing with the intro pack so that we don't ruin our lives like we did with Pandemic Legacy Season 0.
But we started at the beginning.
We did.
There was no beginners. There was,
We
you start at the beginning.
that was even the
That was
prequel.
supposed to be the easy part.
That was the prequel session as well, and they just destroyed us. Anyway, so yeah, we are going to be having.
We died in session 0.
We died in session
We
0.
did. That did
How
happen.
sad.
We were terrible. But there are a few little changes to our setup. First of all, I'm going to tell you first about the people who help us make this game possible, which is Game Tea, who are the providers of wonderful gaming gear and goods. They make some wonderful t-shirts and D&D notebooks, as Connor demonstrated in our last D&D stream, which you can check out on YouTube soon. And here on Fridays, we'll be continuing that adventure. But Game Tea makes some wonderful shirts. They make nice cushions. They make wonderful smelling candles, all sorts of stuff to get yourself in the mood for a RPG or tabletop gaming session. So go and check them out. Use the code EatCritSurvive at checkout to get yourself 5% off. We'll get a little bit of that as well, and everyone gets happy.
Everyone get happy.
Everyone gets happy. So yeah, that is the shout out to Game Tea. Back to Viticulture. So let's have.
Apologies for background doggos barking. They're not ours. We cannot stop them.
No.
We're by a very prominent dog park.
We're just through the park.
They just love to say hello to each other.
They do. And to be fair, the sun is setting. It's Twilight Park time. Let's be honest.
Twilight Bark.
So in this year, we'll do little bits of setup in a second. But for now, let's have a look at the scenario, because that might affect how we set up our game. So in the Green Gully, this is the scenario, which has featured guest art of Mr. Cuddington. I like Mr. Cuddington's art. He does some great artwork. Does that look familiar to you, Laura?
Steampunk.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well done, you. So, as your forever king, I welcome you to our beautiful continent of Green Gully. Over the next 6 years, I challenge you to win international reputation by earning recognition by earning both high reputation, which each player receives 25 victory points, and high influence in my royal court, where players will collectively reach 10 on the influence track. My loyal citizens of Green Gully will guide you in your journey. I wish you the very good luck, my dear winemakers. And this continent is a crossover with the game Charterstone, which is another one of Stonemaier Games' games. One we have not checked out. We'll have to have a look at that at some point. But this will guide us through our first game of Viticulture World. So here is the setup and rules for this. So on each event card, a Green Gully citizen, the event cards are these little green cards down the back here, they will introduce a new system or mechanic to the game of Viticulture World. Each event card will have an action that will follow the worker placement rules. As for the game board, the rightmost action space is only available in a 4 to 6 player game. So we can only use the leftmost spot in each of these spaces.
Pretty standard.
Pretty standard. Workers may be placed in these action spaces in both summer and winter. More on that in a second. And because these actions are not on the board, Grande workers act as regular workers on these event cards. So that's something to be aware of. Big Gary Grande.
Big Gary Grande.
That's his full title. Yeah. Big Gary Grande. His parents knew he was going to be a big one, so they called him Gary Grande.
Big Gary Big.
Big Gary Big.
Or Grande Gary Big.
I mean,
Grande Gary Grande.
But they thought he was going to be the big one, but it was his sister Ariana that turned out more famous.
Hey.
She has become pretty big. So we will find innovation tile P and place it next to the game board. This will be handy when we reveal the fourth event card. It is up here for us. So for the game, we are going to be revealing the event cards. We're going to be putting out, they will give us extra actions that we can use. We will also be revealing innovation cards, which are or innovation tiles, which we can place out down here, and we can purchase them as the game goes on. Over subsequent rounds, we will replace those tiles with new ones. And the reason why we want to buy these is that we can use them to upgrade the action spots and to upgrade the action placement spots as well. So when we play a rectangular tile over the space, it will upgrade the action and make it better for us. And if we place something over the oval spot, it will make it so that as many workers as we want can go to that location, as opposed to just the one and the big Gary Grande.
Big Gary.
So it's going to give us some little benefits. If we cover it up, I'm going to zoom in on this spot here below space A. If we cover up this spot with a oval tile, then each of us will gain a level 2 red or white wine. No, grape, sorry, that is a grape symbol, not a wine symbol. So we will all gain that as a bonus, which is great. However, down here, for underneath option spot C, with that red circle, that is a cost in which we are going to have to pay, or the person who is playing the tile is going to have to pay in addition to the regular placement cost. So to upgrade this spot, it is going to cost us another 2 lira. So things to keep in mind as the game goes on.
Freak out.
Thank you. Let's have a quick look at the player board. Player board is pretty much the same, except you will notice that I have got 5 workers down here instead of the usual 3 or 4 that we start, the 2 or 3 that we start with, and they have got these nifty little hats on.
Little hat.
They got little hats.
I like Maple's with hat.
Last week we played
Great Western Trails.
Great Western Trails, which was Meeples in hats, and now we're playing another game with Meeples in hats. These Meeples in hats, though, these are indicative of the season in which they are able to go to. If they have a yellow hat, they can only go into the summer action spaces, and if they've got a blue hat, they can only go to the winter action spaces. So that's something we have to keep an eye on as the game plays. However,
Big Gary can go anywhere he wants.
Big Gary?
He's Big Gary.
Big Gary can go wherever he wants, as can the grey extra worker that we can get down here in our wake-up track. And so can trained workers. So here in winter, there is the option to train one of our seasonal workers into a full professional of the winemaking profession. We can make them into a full worker. That will take them their entire action to do so, but that will mean that they become fully invested. They can take their hat off, and then they'll just blend in with the background.
Free to work in any season that they want.
Yep, they can work regardless. So
we don't actually, different to the original game, we don't actually gain a worker.
We do not.
We just gain a worker that can work.
Both sides.
Change a worker that can work both sides.
Yes.
And not just season. He joins Big Gary.
Yes.
Without as much power. Although when the circle gets covered, Big Gary really does just like, the thing that made him special.
Well, the thing is,
disappears.
Big Gary does let you move.
Big Gary. Oh yeah, when you put Big Gary down, you can then take the.
So on the circular oval innovation tiles, they will often have a bonus on there, which is only available to trained workers. So workers which have either had their hats taken off, or the grey worker, or your grande worker. I believe you can. I don't remember this one off the top of my head. I'll have to double check it. But I believe you can still only place one worker of your colour on each of the action spots. But it's Gary has the exception to that. He can jump on there.
Something you might have to check.
I will double check that one, unless Dom, you want to double check it in the background whilst I finish off.
I daren't open the rule book because it will die on me.
It does sometimes do that. But that is pretty much how things go. Now, one of the really nice touches that they have done for Viticulture World is that they have added some new Mama and Papa cards. And these are not necessarily, they're sort of the blue and the red back cards. Traditionally, the red was the Mama, the blue was the Papa. This time, however, the Mama and Papa cards are not necessarily on the same backgrounds. They're not sort of split down gender lines in that way. So you could end up with 2 Mamas and 2 Papas, as opposed to heteronormative coupling, which I think is great. So we can have the opportunity to choose our mamas and papas and get the various benefits therein.
They're just in front of us, aren't
They are just in front of us. So you've got two stacked
Oh,
there.
2 stacks.
Yes.
Oh.
So
But we
choose,
ignore the people, don't we?
we ignore the people for the purpose
just
of
get
this.
the thing.
Yes, they are just for this game.
Oh, right, there's 2
Oh, okay.
each.
Have you found that rule, Dom, or?
Working on it. It was Grande Workers. What was it?
It's going on the oval upgraded spots.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to. I think I'm going to take Papa Trev.
The Grande Worker and the Grey Temporary Worker never have hats. They can always be placed in any seasoning, always gain overall tile bonuses.
Yep.
That seems to be the only reference to Grande Workers and overall tiles.
Okay, what about rate number of workers on a spot? On particularly on an oval upgrade.
I'm going to stick with my OG parents.
Okay. Innovation task, specific notes.
Overall tiles upgrade action spaces so that any number of workers can be placed on the corresponding action.
Each chamber will have a bonus. Okay, so
There's no.
I guess that means there is no restriction to how many times you can place your own on there. There is no, yeah, we'll go with that. There's nothing that says that we can't. So
Maybe two pages later, you cannot put. If anyone actually does know the rule and would like to just clarify, for
yeah, if
us,
anyone wants to
that's
throw that in
true.
chat, by all
However,
means.
I would have thought that that would have been the case.
Yeah, so that's okay. We'll worry about that another time. I am going to go with Papa Trevor and
Papa T.
Papa Trevor. I'm going to go with Mama Christine, I think. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to go with Mama Elena. Eliana. Oh, yeah, I think that's how you pronounce that one. So we get our work problems. By the way, we have a sort of a green bag at the top of our board, which we can just sort of chuck stuff into. That is our general discard pile.
Oh, I've just put my cards on top of the ones that I didn't want. I'm just going to keep them there because I'm not really going to move them.
Yep. Into the bag. The bag.
Oh.
The bag. So I am going to take, I get 1 lira to start off with from Daddy.
Ew.
Papa Trev. Papa Trev. Papa Trev is also going to build me a tasting room.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Which is real helpful because the tasting room is the one that gives you a victory point if you have wine in your cellar when you give a tour. So it's going to be a good way for me to get victory points early on. And then I can get a green worker card, a green grape card, a purple wine order, and a summer visitor. Now, we can choose to have these cards open if we want to.
Yeah. Mainly because I'll see one and I won't really know when to use it, and you guys can be like, use the card!
Well, we're going to try not to alpha game it so much because we are a team.
Yeah, but you know what I'm like with reading things, understanding things, and knowing when I should use things.
That's fair.
So do we get the money on the blue one? Do we get the money next to Grande Worker?
Yeah, you get the money.
Awesome.
All right, let's get rid of, I'm just going to move my Mama and Papa card out the way, and I'm just going to put my hand cards above my field.
Well, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna...
Because we don't really need them anymore. It's just nice to know.
Yes.
And the other main change from regular Viticulture is we have a hand limit of 5 rather than 7, or rather we have to discard down to 5 at the end of the round. So
I can't tell. Is that my medium? Is that my
what's wrong?
mouse? Move. Oh, need an actual mouse mat.
Yeah,
Or a better mouse.
probably need a better mouse. To be fair. I think that
No.
one's dead.
Can't tell which is my big seller or my small seller. They're too similar. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put it.
Just put one
the
on
thing.
there. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I can open up my medium seller. I'm
Nice.
assuming it was medium seller or 3 lira.
Let's come around and have a look.
And I'm sure it must be.
I would have.
It's not going to open up your large one, is it?
Yeah, that's your medium seller.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Then,
I get to start with a trellis, a wine order, and a couple of winter visitors.
Okay. Oh, the other thing that is worth mentioning with the Grande worker is that Big Gary is good on sharing.
love Gary.
When you place with Grande worker, you're allowed to trade stuff with the Grande worker. You can give as many of one particular type of thing as you would like and receive any particular type of thing in return. So you can trade coins for cards. Actually, particularly wine orders, grapes, and those particular cards. And you can also, trade your grapes and your wines of any value. It's not any number of them, it's just value.
You can trade things.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I'm kind of thinking, Dom, it might be in our interest if I gave you my my grape card, because it needs a trellis and it's a white wine, and your wine order is predominantly white with some sparkling.
Well, predominantly sparkling with a bit of white, but yeah.
Yeah, might be useful. Laura, what cards have you got? Have you drawn them?
Yes.
Where have you put them?
I'm going to put them up now. I've got a Sauvignon Blanc,
Sauvignon.
Pinot Noir, and a wine order for 4 red and 2 white.
Very nice.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is probably going to be a tricky start. Okay, so we are in springtime at the moment, so let's reveal our event card for the season, year 1. Innovation. Laura, do you want to read this one out?
Innovation is the key if you want to succeed. Aim to innovate at least 1 each year, but beware that money is tight in Viticulture World, and it's also the primary method of gaining influence. Oval tiles permanently upgrade action spaces and allow any number of workers to be placed on the upgraded action space. Each trained worker placed on an oval tile gains the bonus printed on the tile. As a gift, I will help you innovate more easily this year.
So this gives us an extra action space that we can do. We can pay 2 lira to gain 1 oval innovation tile. So let's set out our innovation tiles from the stacks over here. Yeah. Tabletopia, we have missed you.
Tabletopia.
I do like Tabletopia, but it does sometimes have its quirks.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. If you want that real feel, that's what you want.
Okay, so
What we got?
we have.
Can you just double click on it?
I can, but I'm zooming in because
Zoomies.
So we have the structure D. You can pay to build up to 2 structures at -1 lira each, and you gain 2 victory points if you build 2. For that, it covers space D, which is this one, which is the pay to build 1 structure. So that's real good. And then you have play up to 2 winter visitor cards in spot J. Gain a victory point if you play 2 cards. And then our oval innovation tiles are you'll be able to age 1 of your grapes, or you'll be able to age 1 of your wines by 1 step. So we've got some interesting options. Okay, so now we need to choose our wake up order for spring, and it will be starting from the player here with the green card, working their way around. So whatever benefit we think is going to help us. So
I genuinely have no idea.
how will we eat for money to start off? I have 1.
If it's only the money that the parents gave us,
Yes.
I have 4.
I've
Dom?
got 5.
I wonder whether it's going to be beneficial for us to do the build 2 structures option, get that in play early.
That seems good, yeah.
So do you want to go for that first, Dom? Since you have the money to sort of, you could pay 2, oh no, it's over innovation, never mind. It's 4 to gain that innovation tile in spot H.
No, you can go on the card and it's paying 2 to get an innovation
For an
tile.
oval innovation tile.
Oh, we want the square.
I'm thinking the square one, because that's going to be a good one for us getting things ready for setting us up, I think.
Hang on. So it's paying 4 to gain. Oh. I'm confused as to what it's saying. Pay 4 to get an innovation tile, and then the oval beneath it's got paying 2 for something.
That's for upgrading that
oval.
that oval one.
Okay.
So if we're upgrading that one, that's going to cost us 2 extra lira.
Yeah.
Would it not? I don't know.
Yeah.
Would
I'm quite happy to pay for the innovation tile.
Because that then makes it easier for us to build out our structure so that we can plant better grapes.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the turn planning, but then other than just the general order. I mean, my grapes are kind of terrible for me at the moment, but I also need money. But I'm thinking what I might do is I might sell one of my fields straight away to just gain the money on that one. And maybe take an extra grape token, or an extra grape card, so that I've got options. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I would quite like a grape card because I haven't got one, but
okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why?
I can see where you're coming from. How much is it?
I'll tell you what I could do is I could go. I think would it be beneficial for one of us to get actually, Don, I'll tell you what, why don't you take the extra worker? Because if you're sacrificing a turn to do the pay for innovation, you've then got the extra worker that you can go in to draw an extra card.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then you're not losing an action, effectively.
There we go. I have
Okay, do you want to take your worker?
placed my rooster.
No, do you want to take your worker? Bonus worker. Huzzah. Let's put them into the summer spot, in the spring spot. What do you think, Laura?
I don't know. I'm not good at. I've got a lot of white grapes and 1 and 1. Well, I've got an order for 4 and 2, red and white. So I could plant my grapes to get it started.
You need a trellis first, don't you?
Oh, I need a trellis and whatever.
How much money do you have?
Irrigation. I got 4.
So if Dom's going to build the innovation tile, then you'll be able to go there. You'll be able to pay for that because I think they're 2 and 3, but they're both with a discount of 1, so you'd be able to build both of those. So it'd be 1 and 2, so you have 3 to build both parts. I think I would also probably want to go there as well on this turn, so I could use Gary to do that.
So are we going to go after Dom?
We don't necessarily need to. We can always set things up because I mean, my first move is going to be selling a field so that I can get more money because I only have $1 at the moment. So I think I'll go first and get a green grape card. If you want to go after Dom and get maybe like a summer visitor or another wine order, because you've got the most grapes. I don't know. Feel free to override me on anything because I realize I'm speaking a lot.
I can just focus on getting some grapes and great wine orders.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we'll get our various bonuses. I'm going to draw my card. Let me switch my view around to this one. Easy.
Oh, actually,
What's up?
No, just it wasn't a great card that I drew. That is a weird looking card. Oh, they've changed the color.
Yeah, I've got another white grape, which will need both things. Okay, so we're going to be building both the things this round. What was your card that you drew?
4 sparkling. Not ideal.
Oh, that's a blush.
Blush.
Rosé.
Oh, I forget there's blush. I never get blush as a card. That's why I looked at it and thought that's a weird color. They've changed the sparkling color. I've always ever only had to get red, white, and sparkling. I never get blush.
It's because it makes no sense because you don't just mix red and white together to make blush, and you don't just mix 2 red and a white to make sparkling.
That's weird.
It just doesn't happen. Anyway, never mind. Right, so I am first meeple. I have to zoom out a little bit just so I can get my. In fact, I'm going to just move my workers up my board so I've got them on position here. No one wants you. Tasting room. There we go. All right. So I will do the thing that I said I was going to do. I am going to go here. And I'm going to sell one of my fields. I'm going to sell my 5 fields. So I gain 5 lira, putting me on 6.
Yay.
Yay for me. Dom, it is your turn.
Let's send a summer worker to do the buildy thing. So I shall pay the 4 lira. And we'll get the cool tile, which goes
This one.
in space
D.
Yeah, space D, yeah.
Wait, we want D, not J.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
I'm just going to lock that in place. All right, so now we have the pay to build up to 2 structures, which I think is going to be great for us.
Yes.
All right, Laura?
So I will indeed go there and pay. I put my summer worker. Whee! So 1 less each. So yeah, that goes to 1 and 2. So that is 3.
Good. I've just realised I've got the board set up in such a way that when you're looking down at it, you can just see hats, which doesn't necessarily help.
Hits.
So I'm just going to change that camera view a little bit.
That is my trellis.
Yep.
Fabulous.
Oh, damn. I set the wrong camera angle.
Oh dear.
It's all right. Whilst you're doing that,
Trellis and my irrigation. Boop. And I gain what? 2 victory points?
you do gain 2 victory points,
Fabulous.
which is super useful.
1, 2. I think that's 2. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to also do that.
But the big Gaza.
Big Gaz is going to go there, and Big Gaz is going to do the build both the things for less money. So it cost me 3. I can build my trellis. Boop. And my irrigation. Boop. Okay.
How many turns do we get on this round?
We have 6 rounds.
No, not 6 years. Like,
Oh,
do
we each have as many as we have workers. So we effectively have
2.
5 turns per round.
Yes. So 2 summer, 2 winter, and big Gaza.
Yes.
Okay.
Or if you're Dom and you have the extra worker,
Yes.
more.
Yeah.
So what was the winter tile?
Play up to. Okay, so that's not necessarily.
Not as something we need to worry about.
But yeah, that summer one was a good one to get up.
But I think it might be beneficial for us to lay out one of the innovation tiles, the oval one. So I might do that on my next turn, or I might plant a grape. I'm not sure which yet.
Yeah. Speaking of grapes, I want a grape, so I'm going to go and get myself one.
Okay.
What do I get? I get a Chardonnay, which requires both irrigation and a trellis, so I need to build irrigation for that.
Yep. Okay, Laura?
I'm going to plant one green card if I go on there, can't I?
Yes.
Use. In which case, either plant. Oh no, I will plant because I'm not gonna.
Do you mind if I make a suggestion?
No, go for it.
Only to Big Gary to do the buildings. So if you go there, I can't plant this turn.
Okay, well, what can I do then?
Well, you could use Big Gary to plant next turn. So you could do. I'm not sure what else you could do, to be honest, because I don't. As much as it would be nice to have those innovation tiles, they're not particularly helpful at this exact moment in time, are they?
No, don't know.
Right. Again, open for discussion. That one.
I mean,
yeah, they're not vital. They're not. Neither of them is useful as that cheaper building thing.
No.
either that or I can use Big Gary to draw another grape. I don't have any yellow cards to play. I can give a tour. I can get some more money. What is it? What's that one? Buy or sell one unplanted field or sell one wine.
I don't think you want to use Big Gary yet, because I think you because if you use Big Gary next round after I've planted, then you'll be able to plant as well.
Yeah.
And then one of us will be able to actually no. Do you know what? It doesn't matter because only one of us will be able to harvest next round. I'm realizing, what's this chick? What does she do? Ooh. I can't build structure before the Ukraine. Okay. You know what? I think if you can plant, go for it, because I've got a winter visitor card that will let me plant.
Winter visitor.
Summer visitor that let me plant.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you go ahead and plant.
The only other thing I could get is just money, and I mean, money can be helpful.
Yeah.
I'd rather get some like.
If you get some grapes on the ground.
Yeah.
Because in winter, then you can use Gary to harvest after I've harvested.
Yeah. What should I plant? My red one or white one or my white 3?
But your wine is a red and a white, and you've got a blush.
Yeah, red, white. So my red and white one, unless I hope that I'll get a high red.
I mean, they're both only worth it's worth a total of 2. The other one's worth 3. Actually, well, in theory, you would be able to finish your 4 blush wine order next turn. Because if you harvested the one red, 1 white, they'll then age to a 2-1, 2 white, 2 red, 2 white, and you can turn it into a 4 blush.
That's true. Sure, let's go for that then.
Again, feel free to tell me if I'm overstepping or a pain, because I'm very aware.
Okay, I've done that.
Okay.
All
right, I'm going to take my summer visitor and plop him there to play my summer visitor. That worked well. So my summer visitor is the overseer. I build one structure at its regular cost and plant a grape. If it is a 4 value grape, I will gain a victory point. So there you go there. So I have got a 4 white Chardonnay grape, which I'll put into my 7 field. So that'll be useful. And I will build. The only one that I can build at the moment is the yoke, which unlocks the harvest a field action spot for 2.
Which means that
Means that I can harvest on my board, so that gives us a bit more options. And because it was a 4 grape, I get myself a victory point. Hooray! Nice. Dom, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. What am I doing? Unless you're ready just to go to.
Yeah, you can just pass to go into fall.
No. I think I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 of you do.
It's a card game. It's fine. It works.
You tell me what to do and we'll win. That's how it works, right?
That's how our marriage is going to work.
Yeah.
I tell you what to do, and then we win.
Yes.
I'm not sure what we're playing, but we will win.
I don't know what we'll win.
Game of life.
The game of life.
Which, ironically, we will never play.
No.
We have discovered better board games.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I might give up a victory point to get some money. And
Okay.
then I'd be able to use Big Gary to do some building. Because I'd need irrigation for planting next year.
Oh, how much money do you have? Do you not have much?
Just the one now.
Oh, well, why don't you give a tour rather than give up a victory point? Do we get 2 for giving a tour?
Yeah. But that would only give me 3 money in total.
Yes. Oh, I see.
Whereas if I give up a victory point, I get 3 money, which takes me up to 4.
Yeah.
Which means I'll have a total of 5. And that means that if I use Big Gary to build 2 at -1, I can get both irrigation and the yoke and get the victory point back. And gain a bonus.
Well, no, because it's at -1 at that one. Both of them are -1. So you'd be able to build the yoke and irrigation for 3. For 3, sorry.
Irrigation costs 3.
Yeah, but the action spot is it lets you build them, pay for 2 structures, -1 each, and then gain 2 victory points if you build 2.
2 + 1 is 3. So yeah, I need 4 money.
No, you need 3 money. 2 + 1. You just need 3. I feel like we're getting
with you, yes. Yeah, I'm not doing my maths right.
Yeah, unless you wanted to build the cottage, for example.
No, that's fine. Your way makes more sense.
Okay.
So yeah, give the tour, gain 2 money.
Okay. All right, Laura, are you passing?
Yes.
Alrighty. You pass into autumn, and you get one of the bonuses.
Fall.
Into fall. Pass into fall, and you get one of the bonuses.
What do you?
So you can either get 2 money, you can draw any cards, or you can age any grape.
Get 2 money. Get any card or age any grape.
Yeah, so at the moment, get 2 money or draw a card, effectively.
I'm gonna draw a green card, I think.
Okay. I'm also going to pass, and I will draw a. Let's get another wine order.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Damn it. Well, that happens.
Yeah, boy.
My wine order is a 5 red.
Wow, how's that?
I have a 4 white grape.
Oh dear.
So that's a problem. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so Dom, you can keep taking actions in this scene.
I'm going to send in Big Gary to do the building, as we discussed.
Oh dear, he's a bit drunk. He fell over.
It's a bit lopsided.
Oh, he's a
Stop
bit,
drinking all the wine, Gary.
Christ.
So yeah, 2 monies for the irrigation and then 1 money for the yoke.
Very nice.
And as I've built 2 buildings, I gain 2 victory points. Ooh.
Sorry, in the board game chat I have with people that play at Manor Northampton, which you can check out some of our gameplays on YouTube at Manor Northampton. We were talking about Rocky Horror and some various other bits, and they put in someone put in a GIF of the Antisse about 5 hours ago, and then they just put in the GIF that just says patient.
Brilliant.
Which is like, well played.
Well done.
Well done.
Very good.
I
you?
suppose technically it's still my go, isn't it?
It is still your go. Yes.
You
Are you?
passed. But
you're
yeah,
passing,
when
okay.
it comes round again, I'm passing to the main thing.
Alright.
So, do I want money or a card? But at some point I'll need red to make my sparkling wine with, so I think maybe I'll take a grape card.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could take a wine ordinate to have one that goes better with my grapes. Decisions.
We haven't got long to make them.
Okay, take the grape card then.
Okay.
So it's some red. That's
Hey!
quite
A very high red as well, which is useful.
yeah, I've got a 4 white and a 4 red.
If only your fields were not 7. If there was an 8 field, that'd be great. Okay, we are all in winter now. So
Wines don't age.
our wines
yet.
do not age until the end of the round.
Mhm.
So I am going to go and harvest my field. I think. So I can harvest my 4. That's what a set of hotkeys says. I can harvest my 4 white grape. Oops. My Chardonnay. And I now have a 4 white grape. Which is nice. Can't do anything with it because I can't make wine that strong as of yet. But Dom, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah. Not I can do here.
There is also the summer winter visitor gain $1.
Ah.
Yeah, the lira in the bottom right as an option.
Yes. But no, if it's not going to get in anyone else's way, I could use a winter worker to play a manager, which would let me actually plant some of the grapes, so I wouldn't
Ooh.
go away next round.
Yeah, I don't have any winter visitors, so you can go ahead from my view. Laura, have you got any winter visitors? No.
No.
Go for it.
Yeah, seasonal worker in there, and use the manager to take any action from a previous season without placing a worker.
Very nice. Yeah,
Very
you can
nice, very nice.
get your grapes out. Get graping.
Do I care about white or red? Let's plant a red first in the middle field.
Okay. Laura?
Well, I think I'm just going to use Big Gary to harvest a field.
Okay.
One and only field.
Hmm.
I'm just going to put him on this side. It doesn't really matter because you can't go in that space anyway.
No.
So it means I get 1 red
Mm-hmm.
and 1 white. There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Back to me. Ooh, now here's a possibility, and you may poo-poo me on this, Laura, but because you have used your Grande worker, you could trade things with me. Or you could trade with anyone, actually, to be fair. You could trade with me or Dom.
I thought I had to be in the same space.
Same location. Oh, maybe you can only trade with me then.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is only.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could trade with me. I could really do with a red grape because my wine orders are red and have red and blush.
So what do you want? A grape or my
Could I have
grapes?
your red grape card?
Maybe.
And I could
Well, because I've got a red 4 and a blush 4.
oh, so you could do with red as well.
Ideally. What have you got?
I've got my wine orders are a 3 white and a 7 blush and a 5 red.
Okay, so yours is a little bit hard to do.
Yeah.
So you can have it if it'll mean, because I've got like 1 red.
I could also give you my lira as the trade. So you've got a second lira for the round. Which may benefit. We don't have to do the trade if we don't think it's worth it. I'm just trying to think.
I mean, it speeds yours up, which just means I'd get there slower, and my kind of aim of just planting grapes and growing them would go a bit.
Okay,
out.
no, that's fine. If that's absolutely fine.
I mean, we can find another thing. I just don't know what I don't know what else my aim would be.
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It was only a thought to try and hasten things along, and it's kind of irrelevant. Actually, do you know what? Because you've got the 4 red, but you've also got the medium cellar, haven't you?
Yes.
So why don't I give you that wine card, the 5 red
That
wine
would
card?
make more sense, wouldn't it?
Because if I give you that, that caps your hand out. But if you can plant your, is it 4 red or is it 2 red?
It's 3 red.
3 red.
I've got 3 red and 3 white, but if I get my 3 reds out.
If you can plant that, then you
next.
can do really well on that when you do gangbusters. So that would work. That sets you up for a couple of turns. I don't necessarily need anything in return for that because that cleared my hand out a little bit. I don't
have anything.
No. So that's fine. Unless
you want something.
Could I take that lira of yours? Because we're probably going to go to, we might as well, for next time, because I think we're going to be building quite a bit, at least in the first couple of rounds, and we're going to be using Gary to sort of cluster up. I could take that Age of Grape token and put it on that spot.
Yeah.
So that when we do so, we are going to be aging grapes as well. Maybe.
So I'll give you the lira so you can afford to put the speed.
I could go onto there and do that so I can accelerate grapes. And then we all have the option available.
Onto which space?
The one with maybe the one with the buildings, or I could put it somewhere else. I could either put it with the buildings. I could put it on the draw grape cards.
Yeah.
That might be better because that then opens it up for each of us to be able to draw cards. And then we all get a 2 of a grape type. What do you think,
I mean,
John?
anywhere kind of. Somewhere that we're gonna ideally, because really you just want to absolutely, doesn't matter how often you age them, aged grapes are good even if you go over the amount. So somewhere that ideally we'd probably get a lot. Bearing in mind though, once you've drawn enough grape cards,
So
maybe the purple draw space, because we're going to want to just keep getting orders out.
That's not a bad shout.
Or it's on the harvest one, but you'd need 4 lira for that.
Yeah, which I won't be able to get. I'll be able to get 3, but I would run out of time. That card's going to get refreshed.
Unless.
What do you think, Dom?
Yeah.
Can I
It's
still?
probably a bit soon to be thinking about, but the only other spot where it might be useful would be the filling an order, but that can probably wait till later.
Get a better option for that one, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty low value card, so we're probably not going to use it early on anyway.
What?
Sorry, it's a low value.
That gets cleared after every round, doesn't it?
It will do, yeah.
Yeah.
But we have the option to do it for half price, effectively, this round.
Why half price?
Because of this action spot.
Is it normal? What is it normally 4 then?
Yeah.
To gain it.
It's normally 4 to do that.
The only option is that because I've got 2 workers left and I don't exactly have much else to do, I could just put them both on a. Oh, I can only put it on once. No, I could put that on multiple times, I'm guessing. Summer, winter, gain 1.
Yes, you could.
No, just
Just
give
gain
you
some
2
money.
more. No,
No, you have to. The trade happens now. Yeah.
Then no. Unless you put the age grapes on the draw purple one. Or we can wait and see.
I think it might be beneficial to put it on the draw grape cards, just because we'll be using it early on. We probably won't use that space after years like 3 and 4, but we could do it now, and we'll all get a 2 grape of some sort, which will age at the end of the round. So we'll all have a 3 grape going into next round.
Yeah.
Or I can just not, or I can not do it. And
I mean, it'd be beneficial because to start aging grapes early on would be helpful. I just think after, like you say, after the 2 and 3rd rounds, are we going to want to waste? Well, I guess it's not really a waste. You just
the thing is,
just draw grapes all the time, and that could also just fill your hand limit really quickly.
The thing is with that one though, it's only Big Gary and the trained workers that will benefit from it, other than opening up the space so that we can all go there. I'll tell you what. Why don't I put it on the give a tour, because we can always get money.
Yeah. I was going to say that.
That makes more sense. Okay, fine. So if I take the 1 lira from you, Laura.
Yes.
Right. You took it away ages ago. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is also mine. Okay, so it is back down to me. So I'll take my last worker and thwip over here. And I then will spend 2 to put
Spider-Man working for you.
Yeah.
That would make life so much easier if you had Spider-Man doing jobs for you. Just odd jobs around the house.
Cleaning cobwebs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's probably making more, to be fair, than he would be doing things. Right, so that is placed there. That cost me 2 lira. So we always have an upgrade and grape whenever we give a tour with our grande worker or with a hatless worker. Cool. Dom, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm not too fussed what I do. I'm thinking I can either get an extra wine order, or I could just get some money in the summer winter gain space. Anyone going to want to draw more wine orders?
No, I have no other workers for this round, so
I'm at my hand limit, I think.
yeah.
Okay, so I may as well get a grape order, a wine order then, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how many workers have you got left?
Just the one.
Well, why? Oh, you could. Well, is it worth you harvesting with your yoke action and just getting a grate in place for yourself?
Yeah, that's not a bad shout, actually.
Why have I got 2 workers left?
Because you used Gary, whereas we both used Gary in summer.
Yeah, I will harvest my field and get. So I gain a 4 value grape, do I?
You would get yourself a four red. Nice. Nora?
Wine still ages, doesn't it?
Yeah, your wine will age.
Along with grapes.
Yes.
I mean, I could just make up 2 wines.
Make a 1 red and a 1 white.
And just age them that way, or just get money because there's nothing else I can do on this side.
I think because your wine order is a 4 blush, isn't it? I think you're better off doing that when you have a 2 red and a 2 white. Great.
I'm just making it, yeah.
And just doing it that way because then you can just make
it next, yeah. Yeah, I can't do anything else. I can't do anything else other than just get money.
Get some money.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna get some money.
I'll just.
I have a feeling this is gonna be hard. We've got some victory points already, but it feels like it's gonna be tricky.
So I'm just gonna make 1 guy over there and just up a layer.
Okay. It's my turn. I have to pass. So in an unusual twist from the original game, I bring all my workers back now rather than at the end of the year. So I've told them to come home. It's snowing. Don't be ridiculous. You'll freeze your hats off. It's not a euphemism.
So I'll be passing as well. So presumably I did the same and bring all my workers home.
I'm missing a worker. Where's my other yellow dude? The blue hat. Oh, he's over here. That's why he's on the card. So what are you doing, Laura, in your last turn?
I don't know now, because if I'd have I could have made up to 2 wines, and then if you'd have moved, I could have harvested my field again, so I could have had some more.
You can only harvest the field once per year,
even if the space becomes available.
You can only harvest a field once per year because you've taken all the grapes away from it.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything else, so I'm just gonna get some more money.
Yay, more money.
Yay, 2. Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah, just for say.
All right, so we come to our end of year checklist because you have no workers left, correct?
Yeah, I'm all done.
All right, so we retrieve our workers. We will age our grapes and our wines. Technically, Dom and I should have done this already. It doesn't really matter at this moment. We will discard down to 5 cards. Let's do that there. So I've got it ready for a future camera set. Cool. We will advance our year token 1 space forward. We'll scuttle back across over to this side of the board. So we are now into our 2nd year. So these innovation tiles will go away. Sorry?
To grab my people.
That's okay. You carry on. I'll set up for the next round.
Nicely balanced.
I know, right? It somehow did not want to go into the bag. It just will sit on top of it. Okay. Wine cut. Okay, so it is this one. Nope. That's not a board. Okay, so let's have a look at what our option is for this year if the card will flip over. Okay, so this year, seasonal workers. Each oval tile allows any number of workers to be placed on its action space. However, only a trained worker may gain the bonus shown on the oval tile. Upgrading a worker from seasonal to trained gives you the flexibility to place a worker on either of the two worker placement spots. As a gift, I will help you train workers. Pay 3 lira to train up to 2 workers. Oh.
That's handy.
That's useful. Ooh, okay. Laura has just gone to answer the doorbell, so we'll
yes.
fill in a second.
Yeah. Now I did read that because this extra card isn't a space on the tile, it can't be Big Gary, I think.
Correct. So, I mean, technically, I suppose all 3 of us could go there, but someone would have to pass early.
Doesn't it only have 1 spot?
It does. What I'm saying is when we pass out of winter, it opens up the spot.
Oh, right.
So the first person to pass out of winter will open up the space, which means then the other 2 on their last turn can place on there.
Okay, yeah.
So we need effectively whoever's going to pass out first will play their Big Gary in summer, so that they will pass first because they have fewer workers. The second player to pass out to do this will just keep normal workers, and the third player to pass out needs to get the extra worker, I think the grey worker. Sort of guarantee that we all get that benefit, I guess.
Yeah, and we all need to get money as well.
We all need to get the money. The neighbour collecting the parcel.
No money.
I have a little money. Laura has a little money. So the special action, the event card, is basically you can train 2 workers for 3 lira.
Okay.
But what we're saying is that in order for us to benefit that most, all 3 of us need to do it at some point, but it's going to be hard to do. So
do we not put our bottle on the thing somewhere?
we do want. So the wine bottle is our residual track. We have not filled any wine orders yet to increase our residual yet, so we'll get that eventually. Okay. All right, so we've got an idea of how to do that. So basically, the people who are going to pass out of the round last are going to do that space as their last action, effectively.
What?
The train 2 workers for 3 money.
What? Yeah.
So 2 people are going to be doing that as their last action, and one of them needs to get the grey worker.
Okay.
In order to do it, and then someone needs to just do it in the first round and use Gary to pass out whoever's going first to do that, I guess.
Just tell me what to do.
Okay. Okay, so our innovation tiles are draw 2 wine cards. You may immediately fill out one of them using wine tokens worth up to 2 less than the order's requirements. Ooh.
potentially useful, also a bit of a gamble.
Yep. Or the draw grape option, which is draw 3 and then choose 2 to keep and then gain 1 grape token.
That's a lot, considering
That's a lot to deal
your
with.
hand is 5.
Well, you draw 2 and you discard 1.
Yeah, it's still.
Sorry, you draw 3
and you keep 2.
Yeah.
Considering you might have, like, I've got 3 wine orders I need to fulfill and 2 grapes. I'm only going to get to plant 1 grape. I'm going to end up losing stuff that I draw pretty quickly.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's the potential. You've got the pay 1 cost down here, which is discard 2 cards, just get 3 money as a possible spot, which I might.
Is that discard or is that pick up anything? That's pick up any.
No, you can pay 2 cards to gain 1 of the other things.
Oh,
Or you could pay like 3 lira or 1 grape to gain 2 cards.
Yeah.
So you can do it that way around. Okay. So we kind of need to think of our wine orders, I guess. I still need red grapes. So I kind of need to get grape cards.
I need to plant and I need to convert into wine because I can get rid of that flush order. I can get a start on the high reds as well. So ideally I'd like to plant that red 3 is my next main thing.
I'm kind of thinking I might want to draw extra cards to just scrap them.
Yeah,
And trade in for extra money.
Is it you just have to round down at the end of the round?
Yes, you can have more as you go through. Because I need to, ideally for the wine order I've got, I need to unlock my cellars, and I need money to do that. What do you think, Tom? What do you need to do?
Yeah, I need money for sellers as well.
Actually, I've just realised I have no money, so it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, I think I might end up maybe selling a field.
Yeah. Sorry, I got it.
Every time you've plugged in the bloody shredder.
No, I didn't even plug it in.
God.
I specifically moved. I moved the plug for the shredder out the way. I just forgot to put it in because I got distracted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Busy coming up with genius plans.
Obviously.
Okay. All right.
Dark. Oh, my screen looked dark.
Okay. All right. Well.
Oh dear.
I think regardless of what happens. Oh my
God, my computer moves so much quicker now.
I think regardless of whatever happens, we're not going to build an innovation tile, are we, this round? If we're all focusing on trying to get workers upgraded.
I mean, the draw one's pretty nice.
Yeah. Costs 4 money though.
Does it? Where?
The space H, pay 4 to gain an innovation tile.
Oh, okay.
So it's potentially expensive. It's doable, but it is expensive.
Isn't the draw one space I?
Yeah, but the space to buy the
oh yeah, with you.
spot.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 less than the order's requirements.
But that spot, you're right, that spot is really good.
You may immediately fill one of them using wine tokens. But yeah, like Dom said, it's a bit of a gamble though, isn't it?
It is.
Know that you might have it.
But if we build our grape and wine engine bit, it's going to be really useful later on. It's not so much good now, but for years 4, 5, and 6, it has, or 5 to 6 potentially, it has real good potential.
I mean,
we could just skip it.
Well, I could plant and then I could always then put a second on give a tour to gain 2. That then ages my wines as well, and then I've got enough. I will have 4.
If you put Gary on there.
Why do I need to put? Okay, because it has to be trained.
Or if you took the grey worker, would also get you that benefit.
So I plant, put trained worker on there, and then pay to gain the innovation tile.
Yeah.
Yeah, because really my aim is just to harvest.
You want to plant grapes, harvest
and harvest that, because then I can harvest, and I might not have enough left, but then I can also turn my 2 white and red into that 4 blush.
Yeah, so you can get points and residuals.
Yeah, I've got a few options.
You might not be able to upgrade your workers this turn, but
do I want to?
I mean, it might. I don't know.
We're either going to focus on upgrading the workers, or one of us gets that tile.
What do you think, John?
Or I do exactly that and not get that tile and just pay my workers
later,
which might
not be so bad if you're getting residuals and you're getting money.
Yeah, maybe workers are going to be longer term beneficial, because like Dom said, that tile is not necessarily going to work. Okay, that's fine. In which case, I mean, like, I'm happy to get maybe like a summer or winter worker. I don't really want more grapes. I've got like 2 3s. I've got those 2 I really would benefit from planting.
Okay.
Don't want to focus on getting more grapes. Victory points are always nice.
But do you want to get the extra worker? Do you want to get the
yeah.
extra worker so you can plant grapes and then you can harvest multiple fields?
Yeah, I will do that.
That might be better for you.
Oh, good.
If you take that, I'll put this in here for you.
Thank you.
I'm kind of tempted to take the grape card, Dom, because I need reds, unless you particularly need it.
No, I don't think I do.
Okay.
So
and then I can. Sorry, go on.
I was just saying, so I've basically got a choice of whether I want a victory point or a winter visitor. I think I'll take a winter visitor.
Okay. Please be red. Give me a red. It's red. It's a 4 red.
Oh,
life is good.
Damn.
Thank you, Cabernet. Praise Bacchus. Okay. So. Now I have a quandary. Okay, I'm up first. So I'm thinking. An itch. Thinking I have an itch, and I do. I might have to also sack off getting extra workers, because I need money to upgrade my cellar.
Yeah, because you got that 4 now, haven't you?
I've got two 4 grapes, so my wines are going to be worth very little unless I can upgrade my cellar. And I could build up to 2 buildings. I really need a lot of money in order to make it viable. Okay. Let's take a gamble. I'm going to scrap 2 cards to get 3 money. No, actually, do you know what? No, I'm going to sacrifice a point. Sacrifice a point to get 3 money. Because at least then I can build. I can get the 2 extra workers. I could take hats off to my workers. And then I've got a little bit of flexibility for future rounds. Dom, you're up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell a field to get some money.
So your 5 or your 7?
I think I'm gonna sell the 7. I'll have 7 money.
7 money's not bad to have. Laura?
Okay, I'm going to plant my red 3.
Nice. I'm going to take Big Gary and I'm going to plant as well. Because I need to get that grape in the ground. I'm going to plant my red 4. Has to go into my 6 field. It's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Dom?
Yeah, okay. So with the training workers plan, am I allowed to use Big Gary?
Yeah, you can use Gary on the spot.
No. Am I allowed to use Big Gary in this season?
Yes, you can use Big Gary when in any season.
No, for the cunning plan of us all getting the workers out. I mean, because I will pass before you do, so that spot will be available to you when I pass. Yeah. So if you leave a worker to after my turn that's free, you could go there. So yeah, I don't think there's an issue because
So if you used your Gary, if I use my Gary, that'll be fine because then you use both your winter workers, and I'll have a winter worker left.
Yeah.
Because I think I want to plant my.
Basically, the way that the turn order works out is because I'm ahead of Dom. When I pass, that take the hats off the worker action will be available to him. So it doesn't affect his plan a little bit if he wants to be able to do that later.
What, the pay 3 to train up
2
workers?
Yeah.
Only one of us gets to go on that though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but when we pass, our worker comes off it. So someone else can go there afterwards.
Oh, and Don was asking, can you put Gary on that?
No, he was asking if he puts Gary out now, does it affect that option later? It doesn't. It's fine. He's okay.
Actually, thinking about it might make more sense to do building because I need to build a cellar.
I also need to build a cellar, though. I mean, I could leave that to next round. In fact, I might have to because I don't have the money to do the cellar and upgrade the workers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to gain the bonus victory points this round, but I think it's still worth building the cellar.
Okay.
Are you going to want to build anything, Laura?
She's still got her Gary available.
Yeah, so I'm okay. I did think about it and I could, but I have options.
Okay.
Okay, I'll build my cellar then. So I would normally pay 4 money for it, so I just pay 3. Medium cellar.
Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna go give a tour and age my wine. I think. I don't know. Yeah, because I can't pay, can't build. Not swap anything, but I'm going to use my experienced worker to do that, so I can age my wine.
Yep. Your locum, your temp.
I'm going to age my wine.
Age your grapes. Age a grape anyway. Okay.
Oh, they're already aged. Oh well.
You can age them again.
I'll age them again.
Yeah, it could be a 3-2. That's okay. I will go and upgrade 2 workers. So I think my best way to do this is I'm going to swap out 1 winter and 1 summer worker, effectively. So I've got a summer worker, a winter worker train switched out in reserve, and then I've got my summer workers coming over here. Reduce things down.
Can you do that?
I'm going to swap them out. Can I do what, sorry?
Oh yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, I'm just taking his hat off.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, Dom.
Yeah. Yeah, let's use Big Gary to plant my other grapes.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Laura. I'm really hoping that some of the last events that happen in this round are you need to get loads of influence in order to score this. I'm going to make it really easy for you to get influence because at the moment we are in trouble.
I've got 1 summer worker left. I've got 4 money.
Well, weren't you going to buy the innovation tile? Wasn't that the plan, or have you changed your mind on that one?
No, I can get that. Yeah, not as well. I'm not going to do anything else with. Or it was either that or I get money to upgrade my workers.
That's true. Which would you rather? Would you rather upgrade your workers or?
Don't know. No, it's like I'll get that tile.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need to upgrade my workers,
Okay.
especially if I just keep getting that extra worker.
Yeah, that's true.
So, no, I didn't want to zoom in and out. I wanted to reduce my money. There we go.
Gonna reduce my money. Okay, that tile is now in place. I assume you wanted one more.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to pass into the fall and I will draw myself a winter visitor card. Hoping it might happen. What is this one do? Crusher. Gain 3 lira and draw summer visitor card, or draw a wine order and make up to 2 wines. Ooh, I mean, to be fair, looking at that, I can see that there is a crush happening. Okay, Dom?
Yeah, I am also going to pass to the next season. I'm not going to use either of these winter visitors yet, but they're looking quite useful. So I think I want to take a summer visitor just to see what that gives me.
All right.
A banker. Ooh,
How dare you?
there we go. Gain 5 monies. Each opponent, which in this game means each of my
Other
allies,
player.
may lose a victory point to gain 3 monies.
Ooh.
So that's pretty handy.
That is handy. Next round.
So, yeah.
Laura, are you doing anything else with your turn?
No.
Passing? Okie dokie. What would you like? I'm going to rotate your
I'll get
rooster.
a winter visitor.
Okie dokie.
I think. Wait, have you two both just picked up winters?
Dom picked up a summer.
Sure, I'll go for winter.
Because if I go for a winter visitor, you've got your grande. You could just sort of pop in half of them, can't you?
I got politician. If you have less than 0 victory points, gain 6 lira. Otherwise, draw 1 green, 1 yellow, and 1 purple card.
Where did you put the card?
It's in my hand.
Oh,
Just because I'm not the right way around, I just put more in my hand.
that's fair. And then you can pop them out afterwards. That makes sense. Okie dokie. Right, my turn. I am going to. I think I might play my Winter Visitor card. I think it's quite useful for me. So I can't make wine yet, but I do need money. So I'll play my Winter Visitor, who will give me 3 lira, and let me draw a summer visitor. Come on, orange, orange. There we go. So my summer visitor, flip. Somehow flown over there. Stop it. As we plant a grape, and if I planted a total of at least 6 grapes, gain 2 victory points, which is actually pretty good for me at the moment, because I would score that. So that's probably something that's useful for me next turn to do. And then I've gained 3 money. So that's actually real good for my next turn. Cool. Dom.
Yeah, okay. I mean, harvesting is always appealing. Am I going to get in someone's way if I do that?
You could always go onto your yoke and do it on your board so you're out of the way.
Good point. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, it's because we spend so much time looking at the main player board rather than looking at our own player boards. It's a little easier in person, I admit.
Yeah, that's good. I will harvest my white. So I can get that. I was going to say cooking, but not quite the right word for wine. Fermenting.
Ah, crud, we've made a mistake here. Because we're going to run out of workers at the same time. So you're not going to be, you and I, Dom, so you're not going to be able to use that event card unless I pass.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
And I can't use it anyway.
Not unless you can get 3 money.
Not at the end of the world.
No. But is it going to be useful for you to have 2 extra workers?
I mean,
Or
it would
2?
be useful, but it's not vital.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I could pass, but I will probably harvest so I can get some red grapes going.
Isn't it Laura's scarf to me anyway?
It is Laura's scarf to you. I'm thinking for my turn coming up afterwards. What are you thinking, dear?
Just that I'm going to harvest my 3 red, but because I've already got a 3 red, it will become a 2 red. Or I harvest my 1 and 1 again.
Well, doing at least then you get some flexibility for mashing up your grapes, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll just do my 1 and 1 again.
Why are both your grapes aged? 2.
What?
When you aged your grapes,
1 and 1, and then we did a round and they aged, and then I went on the. Oh, did only
that
one
only
of them
ages
shed?
1, yeah.
Sure, I'll put.
Well, put your red back, and then you can get your 3 red.
Yeah. I could have just left that.
It was definitely the plan. We're not cheating.
Harvest field, and yeah, get the red 3.
Okay. Cool. I am going to harvest on my own yoke, so I can harvest my grapes. I'm going to harvest my red, so I will get a 4 red. That ends my turn and things. Dom?
Yep. I would like to make some wine if it's not going to get in anyone's way.
You saw your grande.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that okay with you, Laura?
Yeah. I've still got Big Gary.
Nice.
Okay. The wine. So the grapes vanish and reappear as wine. Yeah.
Just as they do in real life. Nice.
Yeah. I still need to upgrade my cellar again. I'm sure I'll figure out some way to do that.
Yeah, I'm in trouble with my cellars. Okay, Laura. How many works you got left? You've got 2. Yeah, you can make your wine and then fulfill your order.
Yeah, I was going to say, is anyone else fulfilling an order?
No, neither of us have got workers left.
I can either fulfill my 5 order or my blush order. Maybe my, they're both exactly as they get me both exactly the same. They're my 5, so I'm not like wasting anything anyway.
I mean, you could make a 5 blush and then a 3 red. And then you've just got the 3 red ready for when this comes around in a couple of rounds, or you get it ready for doing this one.
So blush 5 and 5 red. Was that right? No.
What's that, sir?
Blush 5
Yes.
and 3 red.
Yes. Nice. Okay, Dom and I assume are both going to pass.
Yeah.
So Big Gaza comes home. Worker comes home.
It's coming home. It's coming home.
It's already come home.
It came home.
It came home.
It's coming home.
Gary is still on the bender celebrating the win.
Absolutely.
Because that's what Gary does. Gary is a big proponent of women's football. As he should be.
Literally.
Yeah. As he should do, because let's face it, they're better than the men. As far as, winning trophies goes.
Okay, and I'll put my last worker over in the fulfill orders. I'm guessing that's a fulfill order one. Yeah.
Fill the orders.
So get rid of my blush. For 2 points and a thingy.
1 residual. I'll set that up for you.
1, 2. Did it just fill one order? One order.
Yes, fill 1 order. I bet there's going to be an innovation tile that says fill 2 orders.
Yeah, do something.
Do something magic.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Then we shall reset.
I think this is my guy. Oh yeah, all of my guys are just the ones that's left, aren't they? Where's my other yellow guy? He's there.
Okay, so chickens come home to roost.
So that's fine. Age that wine.
Yep, we retrieve our workers, we age our grapes and our wine, discard down to 5 cards, and we can collect our residual payments, which, Laura, you get a residual.
I get 1.
You get 1.
Yay. 1 lira.
Well, it's better than Dom or I are getting, which is nothing. And we shall go into the next age.
Goodness me. Round 3.
Round 3. of 6.
Difficult.
This is tricky. All right, more innovation. Ooh. Rectangular innovations permanently upgrade their corresponding actions for you to take on the game board and enable you to take a more powerful upgraded version of the base action. As a gift, I will help you gain a rectangular innovation this year.
For God's sake.
Pay 2 for 1 rectangular innovation tile.
Okay.
So what are our... That should be helpful. Okay, so let's have a look at our oval ones. God, my hands. Ah, well, that one's worth 1. That's handy now.
Oh, the arrow.
We have an arrow. So the arrow indicates that if we have a worker land on that action, you get the benefit of the arrow pointed directly below it.
Of the same shape.
Oh, yes.
Make up to 3 wines and age one of them twice.
That's
or
good.
pay 1 to gain. Pay 1 to gain 2.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so I think it's fair to say it's in our interest to do that action twice.
Which one?
The upgrade to tiles.
Make up to 3 and age 1, or the play 1 to gain 2?
The more innovation.
Oh, that one.
I think it's in our interest to do that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, which one do you want to do?
Both of them.
We want to do both.
Right. Okay.
Both is good.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of in what order? I think we probably want to get the make up to 3 wines and age one of them twice out first.
Well, yeah, guarantees us.
Because it guarantees us.
Yeah.
Because someone will get to use it this round.
Mm-hmm.
I need some more money because I'm going to need to do some building because I need to build a cellar. Because my cellar is trash. It's a trash cellar for trash people. So I'm thinking I might go here and get the 2 lira spot.
That's fine. If anything, I was just going to
and just get 2 money, unless anyone else really wants to do that.
No, I'm fine.
No?
Fine with me.
Okay, I'll take 2 monies. Cool. Now I need to figure out
What did you want from the other ones, Laura?
Just thinking what I need to do. I'm going to plant my other grapes so I can fill another order. I mean, I could get another order, or I could get a summer visitor. Might help. I've only got a winter one. Or I could get the extra worker, but that's just because if he's still there, he's still there. So what are you feeling, Dom?
Given the choice, I'd take the extra worker.
Yeah, I'm happy for you to do that.
Because I'm gonna want to use one of my actions on the summer visitor for the banker and give us all some money.
Yes.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if you do that first, then that means I can buy 2 structures this turn. I can get a cellar and a cottage.
Yeah.
Which is real good for me because I can get some bonus points.
So
But how much money is that you're giving us with your
5 for me. Each of you can lose a victory point to gain 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
I could upgrade both my cellars with that. That would be better. Yeah, Dom, go before me, Dom. Go before me.
I am going before you.
Please do. By all means, sir. Go ahead of me.
I don't know where I want to go then.
I mean, you wanted a summer visitor, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll just get some of
So
this
you can get that.
for giggles. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie, Dom.
Are you going to take your card?
No, what's the fun in that?
But why would I take a card? God, guys.
Yeah, I'll go here so I can go to a summer visitor, but then I'm just going to leave him in bed. Not going to do anything with him.
Yeah, it's like the worst B&B ever.
A
Just to get you there.
buyer, pay 2 to place a grape on your crush pad, or discard a grape to gain 2 lira and a victory point.
Ooh.
I might be good at a bit later stage when I've got some grapes that I just need to like yeet.
Yeah, you've got a low level grape. Okay.
So,
all right.
Me first, and
yes,
I'm going to play my summer visitor and the banker.
Make it rain.
I gain 5 money, and each of you has the option of giving up a victory point to gain 3 money.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I will cut off my legs to make myself wealthy.
Okay. Bit
Sorry,
much,
what?
Bit much. I'd like to have husbands.
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 I'd like to have husbands.
I like to
End of
have
sentence.
husbands.
Yeah,
With
one that's cut their arms off, one that's cut their legs off.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Stitch it together.
Franken husband.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
that would make game night easier. We would be able to get some of those 3-player games out of the way. Oh, if that second husband of yours doesn't like board games, though,
Well, then he's not going to become a second husband, is he?
good.
Or maybe I need one that doesn't play board games because I've got one already.
Well, if he's going to be stitched to me, he's not. Anyway, that got weird.
Literally be like playing board games with yourself, but not.
Those are called solo games.
Anyway, my turn.
Yes, it is. That got weird.
I would like to plant.
Feel like Master Blaster from Mad Max.
Yeah. Oh.
I'd like to plant this last grapey grape.
Last grappe.
So I can just do a 3 and a 3.
Okay.
Sure.
Nice.
One last grape.
Mhm.
All right. I am the king of queens. No. I will take my worker and I'm going to go to build 2 things for the low price of $1 fewer, or 1 lira fewer. I will put my medium seller for 3 and my large seller for 5. Grand total of all my money. Reduce that back to, let's just reset it. Whoop. And then, because I built 2 buildings, I get 2 victory points.
Yay.
So it kind of works out for me. Okay, that is the end of my turn. Dom.
Yeah. I also want to build. I'm going to use Big Gary to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to build my big cellar, which will cost me 5, leaves me with 4 monies. I'm not sure the windmill is going to be that useful, so I might take the cottage instead.
Cottage is very good. I think it's very, very useful.
Okay. So go Big Gary. I'll pay 5 for the large cellar.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 for the cottage.
Nice. Okay, Laura.
I don't know whether just to use my fast summer worker just to get one of those innovation tiles on there. Because really, I've planted, I can't see.
It's probably worth, yeah, I think it's worth you getting the innovation tiles up because Dom and I will finish our season after you. So you'll pass out completely. And at the very worst, Dom will have a worker left.
And then he can.
And he can then put the last one out.
Yeah.
Is that all right with you, Dom?
Yeah.
Okay, so pay 2 to get the tile. Which one? The wine one?
I think they're making wine, yeah.
Where does that go?
It goes on to
Over
M, which
there.
is over here.
There we go.
Nice. And I think it also means we probably want to upgrade this lower spot as well
Mm-hmm.
to get that one in play. So that we can all go there.
How do you get that one?
We need to pay 4 in order to get that in place.
That's still in the summer one.
It is in the summer, yeah,
Mhm.
which is a problem. Do I want to play my summer visitor, or do I want to get some money? Yeah, we have moths.
I mean, I could get the oval out.
Yeah.
I've got this grey work and summer one left, so I could.
Will you have enough money to do both things?
If I do the pay to gain thing, that'll give me 3 more monies.
Okay.
Takes up to 4, and then I can spend that.
Do 4 for this, but then will you have enough to get this one out as well?
No, because we want that, don't we?
We do ideally. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do then. I will take one of my.
But I'm not going to be able to do that. Oh no.
I'll tell you what I'll do. What I'll do, I can if I don't. I could pass. I need. If I take it. If I give a tour,
we could just. So.
I was gonna say if I give a tour, I can get the 2 money. Laura's already played her. I know you haven't played a big work yet, have you? No, we'll run out of workers at the same time. Bother.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world if we have to wait for a future round to fill that space below the aging thing.
No, that's true. I think having the 2 action upgrades is better.
Yeah.
Ultimately. Okay.
I'll just make sure I have the money to do the innovation.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, spoiler alert, I'm going to be wanting to make wine on my turn. So I'm going to go and no, I will use my summer visitor because it's better for me to do that now. Okay, I'm going to take my summer visitor. I'm going to use them to play a summer visitor card. I'm going to take Big Gary to do my summer visitor card, which is my planter or grower, whatever she is. I can plant a grape card, and then if I've planted at least 6, I know it's 6 grape cards, then I gain 2 victory points. Well, okay, it doesn't matter. I'm planting a grape. It's fine. It's clearing 2 cards out of my hand, which is kind of the main thing that I want. So I now have my 6th field is full. Okay, that's the end of my turn, Dom.
Yeah. So I need to have just the 1 more money, so I can just give a tour and gain 2 monies. There we go. Nice and easy.
Oh, idiots. This may make a difference because when we pass, one of the options is gain 2 money.
Where?
One of the 4 options is gain 2 money. So in theory, Dom could do both.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout. I will do that then.
If you reverse it and then do the pay 1 to get 3, and then you can Okay.
I think it's going to have to be a victory point, though.
Okay. Once we get everything set up, I think the last 3 rounds will just be like money, points. Hopefully, I'm hoping. Because if we all have access to picking wines, that's gonna be real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We'll need to get the fill orders one sorted.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's
I'm done anyway. You'll go, Laura.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to do.
Let's have a look at your board, shall we? You haven't got a yoke out yet. We've got left worker-wise. 2 winter workers and Gary. Not sure there's much you can do. Maybe pass into winter.
Pass into winter. but then if I go harvest, that takes your harvest.
No, because Dom and I both have the yoke,
Okay, then.
so we can harvest
Yeah,
on
I'll
we
pass
can
them
harvest
to
on our own
winter.
boards.
Yeah.
Which I was going to do this round anyway. So what benefit would you like to take from here? Would you like to age a grape? Would you like to get a card? Or would you like to...
I can't age a grape. I don't have any grapes.
Who has no grapes? Would you like 2 monies or would you like a card?
I'm going to go for 2 monies.
Okay. I'm going to use my turn to harvest my field. I'm going to go onto my yoke with my flexi workers. So I'm going to harvest my 6th field, which gives me
Can you only put a flexi worker there?
No,
You can put any worker.
I can put any worker there. But I think because it's my flexi worker and it's summer, I think you have to use a summer worker if it's that season.
Yeah.
But it makes no difference to me because it's a flexi worker.
Yeah.
I'm just not putting a winter one out. Okay, that gives me those wines. Okay. I am hopeful that I will be able to do stuff. Down to Dom.
Yep, so I'm going to go there, pay all my money, but get out that new tile for space G.
Well, hold on. No,
Oh, no?
we want to put the oval tile out on the M.
Do we?
I thought we were doing that later down the line.
No, because it costs Dom 4 to do it, to put out a tile using that space. But when you pass in, if you can use 4 to put one of these out now, then when you pass, you'll get
the event one only lets you do rectangular.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is that on Laura's,
Laura
passes
so,
out, you'll have 2 money to then put this
Yeah.
one, which we can't use.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't use it till the next month, then next year anyway.
Yeah.
Whereas we could use this in the next season in winter.
So put the money tile and money oval under
Under the wine
Yeah.
making.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
You've passed, so I will also pass now. And I will also take 2 monies, I think.
And I will pass and take the 2 monies.
Okay. All right. So Dom, you are up first.
Yeah. Have we messed up again? Because I've only got 2 workers left.
Oh, maybe. How many workers have you got left, Laura?
3.
You've got 3. How many have I got left? 2. Wheel.
Yeah.
Oh well. It's a learning game. This is the initiative one. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I'd quite like to harvest. Am I going to get in anyone's way?
I've got Gary, so I can still.
But you can also harvest on your yoke if you
I
haven't
can
done.
harvest on my yoke, yes. I get that every single round.
It's fine.
I should just write it on a poster stick it's one monitor at this point.
Yeah.
Yoke.
Get an egg.
Yeah. Laura.
In which
I
case,
will harvest.
am I okay
my
to use?
red.
I need to harvest, so
Yeah, you go ahead and harvest.
I don't have my yoke.
No, you do not. That's fine. If Dom and I have both got our yoke, you don't have to worry about it.
That's fine. I'll harvest the 3 and the 3.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I am going to take my trained worker, whilst Laura's doing that. I'm going to do it on the make up to 3 wines and age one of them twice, because by doing that, I also get a lira.
Get a lira anyway, because you're untrained workers and you're trained workers on that.
That's what I'm saying. My trained worker gets a lira. So I can make some wine. So I'm going to use my 2 white and my 5 red to make a 7 blush, which I need, which is helpful. And then I can make a 4 red and a 6 white. Huzzah. Okay, done.
Yeah, I think I'm going to make some wine as well.
Mhm.
So I get a money.
So you don't get money because your worker isn't a trained worker.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's okay. So wine number 1 that I'm going to make is turning my red grape into a red wine.
Mhm.
Then the second one I'm going to make is just combining all of those to make the sparkling, which I think is going to just make a 9 sparkling, isn't it?
You can't combine wines to make a sparkling.
Oh, sugar, it's grapes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone badly wrong there.
That's okay. We have all made mistakes here, me in particular. All fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I've made a wine. I can
Made
aim
a wine.
it twice.
Have you just made wines though, haven't you? Can you not just undo that turn?
You could do.
No,
Actually, I could also.
Because I've had I put the grapes into wine early, so undoing that enough to make me.
Right.
It's
Okay.
fine. I'll pick up some new wine orders at the next opportunity and hope that it gives me something useful.
Yeah, I will. In which case, if you're going to do that and get some more wine orders, I will fill my wine order so that that leaves that space open for you.
Close that window a little bit, please.
Okay, the orders go after me.
It's not helping at the moment, so I'll just close it completely and turn that fan on if it gets warm. Laura, it's your turn.
I had to put Big Gary on a space I've already played on.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking I'm just going to harvest my other field.
Yeah. Not a bad call.
Because I can then use my other seasonal work to just go on the fill three. And
then you've got loads of grapes to make loads of wine. Yeah.
So I'm just going to go there. And
that's not a bad shout. Yeah.
Harvest my 1 and 1.
Cool. All right. Me then, I will fill a wine order. Or move around the board rather drunkenly.
Or I could fulfill an order instead. No, I can't.
No?
I don't have. No, my wines are not aged enough.
Oh no. Well, they would be in future. They will be for future rounds.
Yeah, next round. I think I could smash a load out.
Okay. All right, so I will go and I will fulfill a wine order. I will fill in the only wine order that I have, which is a 3 white, which I am massively overpaying for. So I might just undo the aging that I did on.
And a 7 blush.
And a 7 blush, yeah. I need a 3 white and a 7 blush. I have. I'm going to undo the aging that I did on my white wines because I had a slightly different plan. I just aged my reds 2 instead. So I'm only cheating myself, so come at me. Come at me in chat. Show us your thing. So I can trade that in. I can trade that in, and I can get myself 5 points and 2 residuals, which is really good. Whee. And a boop. All right, done.
I've got no workers left, so I guess I'm just passing to the next season and getting mine back.
Yep. Laura.
Cool. I will make up to 3 wines. But I don't get money, but that's fine. So I don't need any more of that, so I'll just go 3 there, or should I go 4?
Whilst we're doing that, I'm going to start taking my workers back because I will be passing at the end of my turn.
3. What was that? That was a 3. I can age one wine I make
Twice.
twice.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So what have you got?
Trying to figure out how I can. Well, I could turn this. I could take my one white and age that twice, which takes up to 3, and then that's that one ordered, filled.
Well, if you don't age that one, it will. If it's a 1 white, it will age into a 2 white next turn, which is when you're going to be able to fulfill it anyway.
So I just put that there. 1.
And same with your 3 red.
So just put that.
Yeah. And then you can make a 4 blush for fun.
But I'm just thinking, do I age any of them twice?
You can age the blush, and then you've got a high blush ready to go.
So 4, and then go up for a 6 blush.
Yeah, potentially.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so on my turn, I have to pass because I'm out of workers, and then Laura also will pass. Chickens go away. Go into round 4. So we are halfway through the game at this point. But our turns are getting quicker, which is a blessing. I think there's also the getting used to Tabletopia again, because it has been a while since we played on Tabletopia.
Yeah.
Gotten very used to BGA
So,
and Sovereignty.
in this round, I'm going to put in a bid to go last and get a wine order.
Okay. Let's have a look at what our options are first, because I think that's that might impact us slightly, only slightly. Oops, it's an up arrow. Just snaps into the wrong place. That's okay. We've got some powerful cards.
One not so, I don't think, but I could have read it wrong.
Okay, so let's start off with gaining influence is required to win. It is expensive, so filling in small wine orders for early residual income helps. Oh, that's a point. Laura, you and I gain residuals.
Oh, yeah, I get 1.
I get 2. Yay.
How do you get influence?
Well, I think this is probably going to be the thing of the card. Is it this hotkey? I don't know which one it is. Okay. Each way of the conflict provides a unique way of gaining some influence, but you need to gain the remaining influence by placing workers on the action P of the board. Start this year by moving the influence marker to the right 1 position and placing innovation tile P over action P. So we gain an influence. So we are on 4 influence. So we need to gain another 6 somehow. And action tile P, which is this one, comes down here. Gains pay 6 to gain 1 influence and build 1 structure for free in winter. So that is potentially game changing. However, the rest of the card has got an action on it. Start this year by moving that across. You can use that worker space to gain 2 influence and or build 1 structure for free.
Why would you do?
Nice.
Why would you do or?
Yeah.
So there's going to be another one where we need to be careful of our placements. We need to make sure that I think we kind of want to do that one twice.
Yeah, just so that we kind of
get things covered.
I mean, me just going there straight away means that I could like get my yoke out so I could harvest more.
Yeah. How are your cellars? Are they all built?
I've only got my medium.
I'd be
Get
tempted
my
for you to
large.
build your large cellar for that. For
got
some,
3 rounds.
I'd get your large cellar out.
Okay.
So Dom, you're going last. You said because you wanted the wine order.
If that's
But
okay.
then,
Yeah, that's fine because I'm planning on taking the draw 2 wine cards action and try and do that because I've got a bit of wine.
well, that's what I was thinking. I don't. Would I spend the turn building the large wine cellar if I can just draw 2 wine cards, fulfill them for wine that costs 2 less than what it needs to be?
Yeah, that's true.
When I could guarantee a space that I can just keep harvesting my grapes.
Well, it only costs 2 to build the yoke. So I feel so. What resources have you got? So
Unless I can go, I've got 5, so I could always build my.
I'd be
What's my
I'd be
large
tempted
cellar cost?
6.
So 5.
So it only costs 5 and
1,
1, so you need 6. I'd be tempted for you to build your yoke and your cottage. Because your cottage would give you, unless you can get another coin from somewhere.
Why do I need to build my cottage?
Well, the cottage gets you more visitors
Do I?
every time you pass. It might be useful. I don't know. But you're right, the large cellar is probably better. So what if... Yeah, I don't know.
Is that my...
I personally, I think going there and using it to build a yoke is a bit of a waste, given that Dom and I both have.
Yeah,
yoke.
it means you won't go on the harvest spot.
We don't
Okay.
necessarily need to. Potentially.
So just build my next cellar.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think building an exercise is going to be good. So where do you want to go? Do you want to get the extra worker? Actually, that's the thing. If you got the extra worker, you could look to build some extra stuff, maybe. What, 5 money?
What's your preference?
I think I'm going to take a summer visitor. I either take a summer visitor or I take an extra worker. In fact, I think I might take the extra worker because then I can guarantee that I can get myself into the international awards. I would think.
Is that what you're going to do?
Well, I can do that second. So I can do that as
Okay.
well after you've passed. And then I can open up, then it opens up the space for me.
So do I need to go before you? Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, because if I take fewer actions in summer, as long as I take fewer actions than you in
Then
the
you've got
summer,
the extra worker, which means that you'll get
more actions in winter. So I can go after you in that point.
So I can go after you.
You can go after me as long as I pass before you do, and I use fewer workers.
Okay.
It should be fine.
So I go after you.
Yeah, if you want to. Well, you can go either before or after me. Whichever benefit. Okay.
Because why not?
Sure. Okay.
Swindler.
That sounds reassuring.
Each person may give you 2 lira for each opponent who does not gain 1 victory point.
Ooh.
I mean, it's a bit shitty, but sure.
Yes, my wine order. Gosh darn it. That's not helpful.
That was an expensive wine order. Okay, I'm going to spend my action with my summer visits. Do I want my summer worker? Or do I use them out here for something? Lordy. I think I need more grapes. So I'm going to use my summer worker. I'm going to use the yoke. I'm going to harvest the field early and get myself a 2 white and a 4 red.
Did we even look at the tiles?
Oh, no, we did not. Hang on, in which case I'll leave that there and I'll come back to that potentially. So, whoops. Nope. That's the wrong button. This one. There we go. So our tiles are fill a wine order, then up to once per year, each player gains a victory point. That's potentially pretty good. Or pay three per tile to gain up to 2 innovation tiles.
Meh.
Yeah, they're not. The wine order one is potentially good, but the innovation tile, that one is not necessarily as good at this point. No. Okay. That's my turn then. Dom goes after Laura. So Laura, it's your turn. The order has changed. No.
So, am I going on that card?
I think so.
To gain 2 and build my cellar.
Yes.
Okay.
So if we go boop boop to there.
Gain 2 and build my cellar. Okay.
Dom?
Yeah. I'm just trying to decide what the heck to do with my
Yeah, right.
turn. Okay.
I'll tell you guys, this is tricky. This is a real hard bother. We are halfway through the game. We have not scored anywhere near enough points.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we built our engines well enough that we can just blitz out a bunch of points at the back end.
Well, that's what I'm going to go for. So I think I'm going to use my yoked harvester field in the cellar, because I think my only chance of getting any order filled before the end of the game is basically to harvest at every opportunity.
Yeah.
And try and turn it into wine.
Yeah. I mean, my plan is to pass now and then make up to 3 wines, age one of them, and then do the draw multiple wines.
Yeah.
Then have enough money left over I should have 6 money by the end of that, so I can pay 6 to advance our influence 1, build a building for 3, and then I can go up to this spot here. So we can at least get our influence up to 9 by the end of the round. I'm passing.
If we could get an overall under that, draw the orders and then fill one, that would be quite handy.
Yeah.
What?
If we can pay to gain an innovation tile underneath the draw multiple cards, so that we can all do that. If we get one of the oval tiles over here, then all of us can just go there. We can make a load of wines, then we can draw a load of cards and make cheap wine orders potentially.
So what would that be? Pay 4?
Pay 4.
I mean, I can go there. I didn't really know what I was going to do with my last summer worker.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got 5.
Okay.
Oh, but no, I need. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No,
you sure?
I read something wrong this time.
Okay, I'm passing, so I'm going to pass into fall. And in fall, I'm going to take a winter visitor because I think I've got my actions roughly planned out. I think having a winter visitor gives me a few more options. My winter visitor is the benefactor. I can draw a great card and a summer visitor, or I can discard 2 visitor cards to gain 2 points.
Okay, I've gone on the innovation spot.
Nice.
Paid 4 and gotten 1, and yeah, put that there.
Nice. Yeah, that gets us winter visitors. That's good. Dom?
Okay, what else am I going to do with my turn?
Sorry?
She's snoring.
Oh, is she? Sleepy papa.
I mean, there's not a lot I can usefully do with my summer worker. might just give a tour. To be honest. Nothing else that useful. So I'll gain 2 money and age a grape.
You do not get to age a grape.
Oh yeah, because they're not a trained worker. Yeah.
Yeah. Laura, it is your turn.
Pass.
Okay, what would you like from passing?
Maybe a fill an order. Oh, sorry, an order.
Okay.
Oh, I've only got 6. Oh, that's fine. I discard at the end of the turn.
Yeah. And you're probably going to fill some wine orders in.
This is true.
Yeah.
Oh, white and a white.
White and a sparkling.
Great. For 6 points though.
6 points, yeah. We're getting some of these big wine orders will really rock us up the track. Okay, Dom.
I'm going to pass.
Okay.
Now, my passing bonus. I think I'll take the 2 money.
Okay. Okay, we are now into autumn time. So I'm going to take my trained worker and I'm going to make up to 3 wines and age 1 of them twice.
Not autumn.
My winter worker, my apologies. So I've only...
I get to draw
Ooh, actually.
in fall.
Oh, yes, you do. Now, does anyone else need to harvest, actually? Because I've just realised something. Does anyone else? You need to harvest.
I could do with harvesting, but I've got Big Gary that I can use.
Have you not got your yoke?
I've already used my
Used
yoke.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
Because I could also do with harvesting, because I'm about to make up to 3 grapes, but I've only got 2, or make up to 2 wines, but I've only got 2 grapes.
Oh, yeah, I've got Big Gary. But it depends if people are going to then fill orders.
Well, the fill. Oh yeah, the fill orders. Well, I mean, I will have Gary left over for filling orders. But I think all of us are planning to make 3 wines and draw.
Yeah, I am.
I can, yeah, because then I can use my 2 normal guys on there. I don't get the bonuses from the cards, but then Gary can just be another fill order.
Yeah. Okay, so actually, no. If you use your Gary to harvest, and then you can use one of your normal workers. Then you can use one of your normal workers to fill orders. And you've only got 3. You've only got 3 left, haven't you? So you can only do harvest, make wine, and then the draw orders. You wouldn't have another turn to do the.
Well, I might not necessarily draw.
That's true. You might not draw it.
I just go to fill, but I would need to.
Yeah. Okay.
But then, if are either of you 2 going to fill orders, or are you drawing orders?
I need to draw orders because I don't have any orders to fill.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to draw and hope.
Okay, so I'll
do that.
I'll fill. Okay, so I'll use Gary to harvest.
Okay, I'll harvest, and I can just make a 4 white. So that at least gives me wine options for my turn. Okay, Laura?
Okay, I'll go harvest. Put Gary over there.
Oh, big Gary, mama, oh, big Gary, mama.
And
Big
then
Gary had some wine. Bam,
Oh, drunk Gary, mama.
did I
What's up? Did you harvest already?
did I age? No, wait. No, the last.
You did not.
Summer.
You did not age your wines.
No, because summer. Wait, what was the thing that I did where I put them all onto? No, I didn't. That was create wines and age 1 of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, you
And
didn't
that's a
age. You
winter.
didn't
I
age them at the end of
aged them
last
at
year.
all. Okay, let's just age them. Wait, did I age? No, I've only just built the cellar, so that 6 couldn't have gotten any more.
No, but these three
guys
have.
could've.
Yeah,
Goodness me.
that's okay. It's late.
Not paying attention.
It's okay.
Okay, what ones do I want to harvest?
I'm realizing, did I upgrade mine? No, I didn't upgrade mine either, so that's fine.
Just the 3 and the 3. It's probably just doesn't really matter if I waste things now. 3 and the 3. Okay.
All right, Dom.
Yep, I'm going to send Big Gary to do some harvesting.
Okay.
Oh, damn it, I can only fulfill one order. God damn it.
There we go.
Okay. I am going to go here, make up to 3 wines, gain a lira. To put me on 6, so I'm in a good position to do that next at the end of the round. Do I make any blushes or do I just go straight red and white? I think just straight red and white. So I've made a 2 and 4 white. I can make a 4 red, and I'm going to bump up my 4 white to a 6 white. So I've at least got something pretty decent in my cellar. Okay. Sure, why not? Laura.
I don't need to make up to 3 and then age one of them twice because I can only fulfill 1 order in that space. So I might as well use a worker to fulfill that and then use my extra worker to draw
and gamble.
See if I can just do another fulfill order.
Yeah, that's a good call. And then you can discard down cards.
There's no point making lots of one because I've got a fair bit just sat there anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
So let's fulfill my my 4 and my 2 because that gets me more points than my 5.
Yeah.
So my 4.
I will advance your points.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3. And then you get 1 residual.
Yes.
Oop.
So how many points was that?
It was 3 points.
3. Did I?
I didn't. I moved them up for you.
Thank you. Yes.
We have seen in this in viticulture, in regular viticulture, how that you can get a load of points in a couple of rounds really quickly.
Yeah, but I just don't.
I'm not sure we're going to make it to get 25 or 24 for Dom in 2 and a bit rounds.
Let's see how I get on. So I'm going to make some wine. I think I'm going to turn this into a blush.
Okay.
So it's 2 4 grapes. So does that mean it becomes an 8 blush?
Yes. Anywhere up to an 8 blush.
Yeah. Well, and then it's get aged twice, so it becomes a 9 blush.
Very nice.
Should be.
It's a bloody good blush. All right, I am going to plonk myself on the draw 2 wine cards, but I also get to draw Winter Visitor, which I'll do that first, because that's slightly easier to manage. My Winter Visitor is Merchant. Pay 3 to place one grape of both colors onto my crash pad, or fill a wine order and gain 1 lira extra. Okay, so my 2 wine orders are not stable on the board. This one. And build the tension, build it, building, flip. Damn. They are both 4 white, well, a 4 or a 3 white and 7 sparkling.
Oh dear.
I do not have any sparkling wines. So that's a problem. Okay, well, that happened. The good news is I can go to that spot again because there's no limit to how many workers can go there. So I could go there next round. All right, Laura.
Well, now actually after doing that, I've really only got my 5 red in my cellar, which I can fulfill that order, or my 6 blush. It's like, that's all I have wine wise. So is it worth drawing to and hoping for the best? Or are my efforts better used elsewhere? Because I've got a sparkling order as well. So making up to 3 wines when I've only got 2 grapes is probably not the best.
Because you're not going to be able to make sparkling. So can any of your visitors help in any way?
I can do my politician and get a green, a yellow, and a purple.
Which you're going to have to discard in a minute anyway.
Yeah. I might as well use him.
Well, I was going to say you might as well gamble and draw some wine cards and see what happens.
Yeah, because to be fair,
you might draw cards that, and then you can discard the sparkling order if you think you're never going to get it.
Or I just discard the swindler because.
Yeah, that's not particularly helpful.
No. Yeah, we'll take a punt and draw. I might get a blush card. You never know.
Keyboards in hats.
2 and 3 red and white, 7 and a 6 in white. Jeez Louise. Well, no, I can't do either. So what do? I get rid.
Actually, let's hold on. Let's read.
You may immediately fill one of them.
One of them, so it has to be one of the ones you've drawn.
Yeah, but I can keep them both.
Yeah, you can keep them both, and then you can just discard something else later when you pass. All right, Dom.
Okay, I shall leave my drink for a moment. Okay, so yeah, time for me to do the gambling. So, draw 3 cards.
2 cards.
Only 2.
Oh no, it's only 2.
Oh, yeah, it's 2, yeah. Immediately fill one of them. Okay, draw 2. Right, so I have got a 3 red and a 5 white, or an 8 red.
Which you could fulfill, because you've got a 6 red. Yes, you could. You've got a 6 red.
Oh yes, I can. I could fill the other one as well.
You can fulfill both of them, yeah. But that one, the 6 red you could fill, or the 8 red you could fill in with the discount, and you could fill in the other one another time.
Yes, so that seems good. Okay, so 5 white, 6 red. Hello. 4 points and 1 residual.
Yep, I'll get you a residual. Boop. Okay. So, quandary here, chaps. Do I pay the 6 to gain a whatever it is, I forget, influence? Influence? Or renown?
Why not passing
influence
first so you can go there instead?
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm thinking of this space. I was looking at what I was trying to remember what it was, what it was called. So I could pay 6 to gain an influence and build a structure for free, or I could gamble on the wine cards again.
Have you got?
So I've got 2 workers left.
Oh, okay.
I've got the grey one and I've got Gary.
It's up to you.
I kind of feel gambling's probably better.
I think it's going to get us. Yeah, because you're going to boost us up to.
I'm going to boost us up 2, and then we only need to go up under the 2. Bye, Mr. Moth. Okay, I will move my grey worker over here so I can get myself another winter visitor. Which is an uncertified uniologist, which is age all my wine in the cellar twice or lose a point upgrade. So not particularly helpful right now. Let's see what these two can do. I'm just going to draw two because that seems to be working out better for everyone. Okay, are these remotely helpful? I mean, kinda. So 6 and a 5 blush, which I can't do, or a 1 red and a 3 white, which I very much can, but I am very overpaying for it. Although, here's a question of our interpretation of these rules. Oh, thank you. I could fill using wine tokens worth up to 2 less than the order requirement. So does that mean I could do this as a, I could do this one as a 2 white and ignore the 1 red and 1 white?
Up to 2 less requirement, I would argue
Yes.
Yes.
And because we are getting so royally shafted anyway, we might as well cheat a little.
Yeah, up to 2 wines less required.
Yeah,
it says?
Yeah, it says up to 2 wine token.
Yeah, the order's requirements. Yeah.
Cool. I am happy with that interpretation that matches my own, and I will do that then. Dom, are you happy with that?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
So that's 2 victory points and a residual. You boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, Laura, it is your turn. I assume you are passing.
Yep.
All right, take your workers back. Aid your wains. Do the roll, etc. Dom?
Return workers.
Okay. And I will do the thing.
The thing.
So I will gain 2 and I will build a structure for free. So I'm going to do this, so boop boop. So the good news is we're probably going to tick that off. Bad news is we're not going to do anything else.
And discard
Build cottage for free.
down to 5.
Because no, it's just not.
No, it's Nightbot doing Nightbot things.
Goddamn Nightbot.
Okay.
Can I swap wines with anybody? Can you swap wines?
Yes, you can. If you use your grande worker on the same spot
Wow.
as someone.
Does anyone need a blush? Got a 7 blush.
I could do with a blush, actually. I've got a 6/5 blush wine.
Well, I don't have any blush, but I need a sparkling.
Yeah, I'm about to discard my sparkling wine cards because they are useless.
Actually, I think I could probably do the sparkling.
I definitely can't because I only have 1 red wine out, so it's not worth my effort.
Although, oh my God, how am I going to get 20 points in the next round?
I believe in you.
What is it, 2 more rounds?
We have 2 more rounds.
Jeez, that's 10 points per round.
I believe in you.
Oh, I need to discard cards.
We need to discard cards if we have more than that,
Right,
and
I'm
we need
gonna
to
get
age
rid of
our
the
wines.
Swindler.
No,
There's-
maybe the new event card would be really, really useful.
Everyone gains 70
Swindler
points.
bad. I'm going to get rid of this double. Although, no, I'm going to get rid of it. I don't think I'm going to.
All right, I'm going to get rid of this
1, 2.
3 white, 7
Yeah.
sparkling because I can't realistically.
Oh, that's what I've got as well. Oh no, mine's 3 white, 8 sparkling.
Well, I've also got a 4 white, 7 sparkling, so if I can manage to do that one, then I'm in the quiz. Okay, so let's have a look at what we're up to. So we didn't bother with our innovation tokens for that round. They weren't especially helpful. I'm just going to throw them off the board for the moment in a fit of pique.
8.
Oh my. I'll tell you what, if this ever gets put into BGA, oof, it's going to be smooth.
not really much there. No, not really. God, this one better be good.
Okay, so for this year, in Viticulture World, when you place a grand worker on an action space, you may trade items with one other player whose worker is also present on that action. You may give and or take any one of the items shown on the key in the bottom left hand of the game board. As a gift, I will help you trade more easily this year. Choose an action in the current season where another player has a worker, then gain the benefit of that action as if your worker were there with no bonus.
Okay.
Okay, so you basically get to do the extra action without placing your grande there.
So you basically get 2 grandes.
Yes, except you don't get to trade.
I don't think you can. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I reread it then.
And then our innovation tiles are give a tour, gain 2 + 1 per structure on your vineyard map, which is kind of good for getting money.
To the game, right?
Yeah, we're not in the money making business at the moment. We're in the wine making business.
Buy or sell 1 unplanted field or a grape, then gain a victory point. Again, that's not particularly helpful. Okay. Okay, where do we want to be, folks?
What do I need to get for my big 8 order?
So I've got a sparkling order card that I cannot fulfill.
I just need to harvest again. That's
Yeah.
like my main thing.
I also need to harvest and I need to make some blush. So I'm tempted to build an innovation tile to put on the harvest spot because we seem to always want to be able to harvest.
If you want to, what is
Yeah.
Oh,
The
right,
oval
I
ones.
see what you mean.
Although we do have this spot, which does now let us.
But again, it kind of
Yeah.
goes one at a time.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a risk and take an extra grape card on the odds that it gives me another red grape that I can use. That's okay with everyone.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a summer visitor. If that's okay.
Sure.
Is that okay with you, Laura?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's useful. My vendor, draw a green, a purple, and a blue, and each of you gets to draw a yellow.
Well, that's good.
Nice.
That's good.
Do I need money for anything?
We just want the extra worker for doing stuff.
What might be good actually is I don't really have anything that I want to do in summer now. So
oh yeah, well that's the thing. If you don't want to do anything in summer, you could pass into winter, pay for your workers to take their hats off, and then to take your summer workers and just make them trained, and then you can just use them all in winter. Oh, did you get your residuals for the? Did we all take our residuals?
Oh, good point. Yes, I get some money. Woo.
I get 3 monies.
Oh yeah, I could just go into winter and they'll just take next thing I have to how much do I have to pay?
4.
I've got 3.
You could give a tour and get money. You could trade out some of the cards that you're not going to use for 3.
Yeah, that's one thing. I might just get rid of my visitors because my visitors aren't really that great.
I also want to go there and trade out some stuff, but I don't necessarily need to do it for money. I need to do it for grapes. But I'm okay with you going there because I can.
Or it's either that and I go there, trade out 2 cards for 6, and I spend that.
Oh wait, if you passed into winter, you could get 2 money from autumn.
Ow. Take 5, so
you'd be up to 5 money, and then you could spend 2, and then you've got your
or
2 flexi workers. Okay.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
Or yeah, I could go in, get rid of my 2 cards for 6 lira, and then I could spend that 6 on getting one of the circular tiles and putting that in the fill order space.
Yes.
So we could unlimitedly fill orders.
Just as FYI, if you're discarding 2 cards, you discard 2 cards, you get 3 money.
Well, I've got 3 anyway, so that still takes me to 6.
Takes you to 6, yeah. Or if you want to save your money, I have 9, so I could afford to do that.
Depends if we feel like we're going to need to fill a lot, or if we can.
Potentially, we're going to need to fill a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we could put the arrow there so that if we put trained workers there, we can get the extra money back.
No one's going to want to train a worker that late.
Well,
are we?
Well, we might if we, like you've said, you don't need anyone in the summer.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
I just feel like we need to fill
Well,
orders more.
It's up to you. If you want to do anything summer, or you could just take the money for this round and then pass straight away, and then you've got some money ready for winter.
I mean, you still need to decide where you're putting your rooster.
That's what I'm thinking. If you put your rooster for the 2 money and then pass immediately, and then just train your summer workers.
1 worker.
Oh yeah, it's only 1
It's
now,
only
isn't it?
1. So that gets me 3 winter workers, but that still doesn't get me. I might well. So you both decided I might just get the extra worker.
Okay.
And just because at least he'll give me some options if I want to do something like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Your turn.
Yes. Me. So I have plenty of money, so I could go and do the innovation tile. I think I might do that. So we've got more options for filling wine orders.
Yeah.
So I'll use my 1 summer dude. I'm going to put him there for the moment. It's going to cost me 6. Oh no, it won't. It'll only cost me 2. But it will cost me 6 because I have to put 1 here.
Or you put it on the harvest one. Which do we need more of right now? Harvest or fill wine orders?
I think harvest probably.
Well, then harvest would still pay 2.
It's still going to cost me 2. It's going to cost me 6 either way. I think we probably need more harvest. But with the money I'm getting coming in, I could always put in more. I could do this next round for the fill orders space. So I think I'll do that for now. And -6. Okay, Laura. This is tricky. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did everyone age their wines, by the way?
Yes, I did.
I don't think I did. Did I? No, I think I did. Looks like I did. I'm gonna say I did. Carry on with my day. Back. All right. Sorry.
If I do go, do you still need to go on that space where you can swap something for something else?
Yeah, but I can use Gary for it because everything I want to do in the next season, I can use. I've got the ovals on them.
Because if I,
So it gives me a few
I
options.
can go on that, I can swap those 2 visitors for a grape.
Yep.
And then that will help me fulfill my.
Yeah.
Oh no, it won't.
No? Why? What do you
I
need?
still need to get. Oh no, because then I can still harvest again and get that.
Yeah.
Just means it's one less harvest for me to do. Because some of the visitors are just no use to me whatsoever, really.
No.
So bye bye some of the visitors. Bye bye winter visitors.
Bye visitors. All right. Whilst Laura's doing that, Don, what are you doing?
I'm going to do my summer visitor of the vendor.
Oh,
So-
yes.
So
We
I'll
eat-
get a green, purple, and blue. Each of you gets a yellow.
Nice.
Oh, I get a yellow.
We do. Oh, that's unhelpful. Oh, actually. So mine is the surveyor, so mine is my job. It gets me some money for each empty field I have, but it also gets me a victory point for each planted field that I own. So I get 2 victory points. Kind of not really worth it.
Mine's pay 8, build 2 structures.
Oh, nice.
That's good, but
It's good, but not
not
now.
like now.
All right.
Let's get back then.
All right. I am scrapping 2 cards. Yeah, you're kind of useless at the moment. You're also kind of useless. And I will take a 1 red to put on my crush pads. Okay.
Me?
Yeah, Laura.
Okay, I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
I just want to get into winter and just harvest and make stuff. Oh, actually, I do have enough money that I could train a worker up now, so I just think it 2 money.
Yeah, 2 money. And then you can.
Or what is that? A grape?
That's age a grape.
Age a grape. No, I don't need to age a grape. That's fine. I'll take 2 money.
Okay, Dom.
Right, it's a bit of a gamble. I'm gonna go and plant.
Yeah, I know it's broken. Kate broke it at the time when she had it, so
There we
because she
go.
always really swung back. Probably need to get in touch with work and say, can you let me a new chair?
Okay, I've planted.
Okay.
Back to you, Luke.
Yes. I am going to harvest my own fields. I'm going to harvest my get my 2 white and my 4 red. Can I have some water, please?
Oh, sorry. This is my notes. Oh, I passed.
You're passed.
I'm waiting for you guys anyway, aren't I?
Yes, you are. Dom? You doing anything? Or are you passing? As I hear a tail wag.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I just get so excited. That's why this only shows me from the top half of my body per camera angle. It'd be disturbing for the viewers if they could see the tail. Okay. I'm thinking I might use Gary
Okay.
to build the improvement on the fill orders space.
Yeah, you sure? We got 6 money to do so.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's go for it. So down to 1. The oval one, please. There we go. So it's back to you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm passing. And I will take I'll take a wine order just in case something freaky deaky happens and I can do something with it. The answer is no, it's 8. It's an 8 blush. Dom, are you doing anything?
I have a blush that I need to get rid of.
Well, if you land on a spot on the same space as me with your grande, you can swap me a blush for something.
See where I end up.
Yeah, I am going to
Oh no, your
pass.
big guy's out already.
Yeah, but yours isn't.
This is true. Yeah, but I can't go back to summer now, can you?
No, I've passed.
Yeah, but you've already played your big guy.
Yes, but you haven't.
You could just
I'll
leave it
take
there.
a summer. There is not that much use. So let's take another summer from my cottage.
Oh yes, I have the cottage as well. So I got that last turn. So I'll take a winter visitor, please, Carol.
Ooh, that would have been really useful earlier in the game.
Phoneologist, age all your wine in your cellar twice, or pay 3 to upgrade to the next level. So that's the same as the uncertified one that I got rid of.
Yeah, I got a negotiator who would let me discard a grape to gain 1 residual or a wine to gain 2 residual. Which would have been much more useful earlier in the game.
Right. Okay, so it is me. I have 2 workers left. Eep. Okay. I am not going to harvest a field. I'm just going to make wine. Actually, that's an interesting question. Make up to 3 wine, age one of them twice. Okay, well, I'm just going to be making a singular sparkling wine because I have a 1, a 4, 1 and 4 reds, which gives me 5, plus a 2, which gives me a 7 sparkling, and then I can upgrade it to a 9 sparkling. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! All right, that's the end of my turn. Laura?
I'm going to. I'm also going to. No, sorry, I'm going to harvest.
Okay.
But my 3 and my 3 again.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want to do now. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dom?
Okay, I am going to play a winter visitor and use my labourer to harvest up to 2 fields or make up to 3 wines, and I can lose a victory point to do both. So I'm going to harvest both my fields for starters.
Uh-huh.
So I get a 4 white, 1 red and 4 red. Now, do I make some wine?
Not sure it's worth it.
Yeah.
So you've got 19 points there. You are currently 20 points behind.
Gosh.
Yeah, and at best next turn I can fulfill 3 orders probably if I use both winter workers and Gary. So I can't fill that order. I've only got 2 orders I can fill at the minute as well, which is annoying.
I should also give myself a coin as well. Sure,
No, I do actually need to make a wine, I think.
Okay.
I just don't know what to do. Okay.
If you think it's going to be easier for you to make the wines now and then use your next turn to fill in a wine order, I'd go for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It's just a case of which one.
Yeah.
Everyone gives you the most points, I think.
I've made the wine.
Okay. My turn then. This will be my last worker. So if you're going to trade me anything, you'll have to do it before my next turn. Because when it gets to my next turn, I have to pass. So all my workers will come back.
Okay.
So you'll just need to put Gary somewhere I am. I'm going to gamble on drawing some wine cards and seeing what happens with this chaos situation. These are my 2 wine cards. Flippity flip. Good gravy. So either a 4 white, a 3 white, and a 2 white, or a 3 red and a 1 white. I don't particularly want to fill either of those orders because I have some hecker expensive wines. Okay, I think as much as it pains me to do so, I think getting rid of my 5 red to fill in this one to at least get the 2 points. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for that value because I'm at 10. I mean, it'll put me on 12. But then it's going to take me a little while to go on. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. All right, well, this is going to go over in the pile of cards I'll be getting rid of by the end of the round. Do you know what? Fine. I'm not happy about it, but I can't do anything about it because the wines I'm drawing are not right. And I've also realized we've been just discarding cards into random piles, which doesn't actually make a difference. But that's fine.
You don't have to sort it out afterwards.
No, I do not.
Tabletopia's problem.
Yep, so I'll just get rid of my 5 reds to score 2 points and get a residual. So I'm on 4 money. In a regular game of Viticulture, I'd be feeling pretty smug about now.
Why?
Because I am most of the way to win.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Laura, it's your turn.
I'm gonna make some wine.
Okay.
If I put Big Gary there,
You can trade
could
something with
trade
me.
you as well. And I don't think I need to use Big Gary for anything else.
No.
So if I have your blush one.
You want to take my blush order?
Yeah, because I can like
You could fill it this turn.
how much blush do you need?
So what's
I've got a 7.
You've got
and I've got
7.
no orders with a blush in it at the moment.
My blush is I've got an 8 blush and now I've got a 6-5 blush. 6 and a 5 blush.
What, a 6 blush and a 5 blush?
Yeah, but what wines can you make now?
Well, I'm about to make right, so I'm making my sparkling 8.
Uh-huh.
So I've got the 4 and the 4 and the 1, which actually makes it up to 9.
No, 4-4-1 makes it a
9.
Oh, I see. We're doing that one. Well, if you did, you could make another blush. Couldn't you make a 5 blush and age that up? So you'd have sufficient blushes to do.
I need a 3 white to fulfill my sparkling 8.
Oh, gotcha. I understand.
So I've got to do the sparkling. That one. And then my white 3. And then I can just put like my 3 red.
Yeah. Or you can make a 4 red, I suppose. Could have done it either way and then made it slightly cheaper. That's an 8 sparkling.
Well, I've got. Yeah, but then I can
I guess it doesn't matter.
age one twice, which I'm using that one, I'm using that one. What blushes have you got?
I
I can't age it anyway. That's not because I didn't make one.
No, but I could give you that blush and then you've got it for the next turn.
Oh yeah, because I've already got a because it will age anyway.
Yeah. Okay, if you take that one.
I'm gonna just age this 4, 5. Yes, I've got a red 5 as well. There we go. Okay.
There you go. Right. Is there anything of yours that I could utilize?
I mean,
Oh, hang on a minute. Can you trade wine orders? Yes, you can. You can trade grapes, you can trade wine orders, you just can't trade visitors. You can trade wines and grape tokens.
so I can fulfill that one, fulfill that one, fulfill that one. The 3 and the 3 I might not be able to fulfill. I might.
I could do with a cheaper white, like a 3 or a 4 white. Do you have a spare one?
I've only got those 4. What you can see there is this 4. Oh, what, the wine?
Yeah.
No. The
Okay, you've only got 3.
No, the 3 I need to use. I've got a spare 6 red or 5 red.
That doesn't have it. My wine orders are all white or blush.
No, then.
Okay. That's fine.
I could give you mine. No, can't trade those people. No.
No, it's fine.
I
Don't
give
worry
you
about it.
3 red and 3
I will take the. I'll give it to you for free.
Thanks.
Because we're gonna lose anyway.
No.
Okay, so that's your turn, yeah. Dom.
Yep. I will just be filling a wine order. May as well just do the most high cost one I can fill, which is white, red, white, and blush for 5 points and 2 residuals.
Woohoo. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Right, I have to pass. So return. Meeps. Turn off the meeps.
I'm gonna use my extra guy and fulfill an order, but I also get a coin that way.
Yes, you do. I have to discard some cards.
I'm gonna do my sparkling order, which gets me 6 points and 2 residual.
Nice.
And 2, so that takes me to 4 residual. And the 8. Oh, it didn't go on. So that was my sparkling, bug bite, and my white. Mhm. Gonna make it.
No. I mean, good co-op games should be hard,
Yeah,
but this is.
but this is like pandemic.
Not as bad as that.
No, pandemic ruined us. I think we made poor choices. I think I can pinpoint where in this game we screwed up. And I think we made a few mistakes early on where we didn't utilize the event cards particularly well.
I think it was just that one where we didn't pay for the upgrades.
We did it twice. Well, we screwed it up, but yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Dominic, it's your turn. You pass.
Yeah, I'm out of focus, so I am passing.
Laura, your final turn?
I might actually train my worker because I've got a summer one left. So if I use my winter one to go and train this worker, it means I've got another one left.
You've got another guy.
Train.
Yeah.
And I've got 4. I've got 6 money. So
Might as well.
yeah. That takes me down to 2. So a bit of swap.
Bye-bye hat.
And then, so you both passed.
Yes.
And I can just use that guy to fulfill an order, but also that means I get my money back as well.
Uh-huh. Yeah, nice.
And then I will fulfill. Which one's better? It's the blush for 4 points.
No, you've only got.
I can't do it yet. Again, it's fine.
You can do it next round though. Do the
I'll
far.
do the 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the 5.
Do the R.
And that gets me 2 points and 1 residual.
There we go. 2 points. There's your residual.
Thank you. Woo.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's everything.
You done?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. I will set everything up for the final round. I may need to edit this one before it goes onto YouTube, so there's a lot of thinking time. I may not. Oh, that innovation tile is good. Why is it only just come out now?
Oh no.
Innovation tile K. Harvest all your fields.
Jeebus.
Well, guess I know what I'm doing with my money.
Would have been good. Where's my awesome one? There it is.
That's the point. Don't forget to take your residuals and upgrade your wines.
I get 5. Damn.
I get 4.
Oh, yeah.
Upgrade my wine.
Wine gets older and bolder and whinier. I am regretting getting rid of that grape that I got rid of. No, I'm not.
But we may be in luck. Read the event for this round.
As I, your forever king, lay on my deathbed, I regret that I will not be alive to see the end of your journey. That's sad. However, whatever the outcome, you're all winners in my eyes. I hope you take the lessons you have learned in Green Gully and apply them to your future winemaking efforts in distant lands. Although your life as winemakers may seem difficult, your early innovations will surely pay off quickly. Start this year with each player gaining 3 victory points. Then as an action, you can take up to 2 different actions on the board. No bonuses. Okay, so we each get 3. Hold on, I can move us all at the same time.
No, you can't.
I could, but my mouse has decided it doesn't want to play.
Really
I'll let Dom do it.
No.
Why am I not moving? God damn it.
Everyone just move themselves.
That's fine, Dom's got us.
3.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to put down K, I think. Innovation K.
Okay.
Because that is hella strong. I have a load of money.
I have a load of money.
I don't mind doing. I think one of us needs to.
I have enough money.
Well, the thing is we need to have enough money so that we can do the
pay 6.
Pay 6 to gain a structure for free. Laura and I can both do that. So Dom, if you get the innovation tile for 4, Laura and I can both pay the 6 to upgrade to get us the maple leaf.
We only
We need to get it
once, isn't it?
It's only 1, so we can get it there twice.
Yeah.
So one of us is going to have to use Gary for that one.
Yep.
So we can just focus on making.
What do people's first things need to be? Does anyone need to do anything in summer?
I'm tempted to go to that space and fill in my wine order.
What? Which one?
Use the event space.
Yeah.
Fill in my wine order and do this. Actually, yeah, I could do that because then it clears it. It means that we don't have to both. One of us doesn't have to use Gary on this spot.
Yeah. It means there's one free there.
Yeah, and then Dom can build. Then we can get the harvest thing out, and on the next turn harvest everything. I'm tempted to go first and get an extra grape card in case getting an extra grape might be useful.
Right.
Or is it worth just taking the victory point?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, Dom might need that. He's a little bit more behind.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters what I do. I don't think I'm getting there.
Oh.
I don't know. How much do you need? You need 13 points?
Yeah. I don't even have that in orders, and I can't fulfill all the orders.
Your orders are 14, but yeah. How much wine do you have? Not a lot. Oh.
Yeah, I've only got 7 victory points in wine orders at the moment.
And you're 9 away.
I'm 9 away.
I have 12 in my victory points. I'm 10 away. I could do it, but I need to get some blushes, which I don't really have. I could. Mine is theoretically possible. But I need another red grape to do it. Again, it's possible because I could discard 2 cards to get a grape.
I need 2 victory points, which I'm either going to get by either going first, discarding something, or hoping I draw a wine card that I can fulfill. But again, we need to get the harvest all.
Yeah, which Dom is doing.
Right, okay, so we're doing that. Oh, excuse me.
Do you want to take Dom? Do you want to take the extra worker? Because you've got the most to make up.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not sure the extra worker helps. It's just I don't have the grapes. I don't have the grapes or the wine. The only other thing I can think of is maybe take the summer worker and hope it's something spectacularly good that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I've got a lot, and I've only got 2.
You can only harvest your fields once a year, can't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's the point. Yeah, shouldn't we be on year 6?
We should be on year 6, yes. You boy. Yeah, I mean, if you take what are you thinking? Take a summer visitor or the extra worker?
I'll take the extra worker.
Okay. Do you want to take the victory point, Laura? Because yours is.
Yeah, there's nothing else I'm really going to gain from doing it. Possibly might need another wine order.
I think I'll take
saves me getting.
I'll take another wine order.
Okay.
Because that gives me a little bit more flexibility, and we can always trade things later.
Yeah.
Like you might be better placed to do this blush one that I have.
Maybe. I mean, I've got no grapes at the moment. I've got 2 wines, and both of them are kind of
That's an 8 one.
going
Okay.
towards.
Yeah, but when we harvest the field, you've got 2 reds. So you've got 2 reds and 2 whites coming out of it, so they won't sum up. So you'll get what's in one field, what's in another. So you could make blush, and then potentially fill the orders. So you could take that off me because I've now drawn a 8 white. I can get to 25, just about. But I think I will need to do the double action, the Forever King option.
Okay.
By me doing that, though, that does mean Dom can take it at the end to potentially make wine and then sell it.
You'll need.
And then fill the order.
So you'll need to pass first.
I will pass before Dom because Dom has the extra worker.
Not necessarily.
Well, I don't think I'm not going to stay in summer very long, so I'm going to pass into winter, I think. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. We're just going to have to play and see what happens, aren't we?
I've got 4 workers. I need to. I can fulfill one order. Then I need to harvest wine and fulfill again. So that's all my workers, just to not get me.
Can you discard cards to get yourself an extra victory point?
I've got 1 visitor.
Do you need all your wine orders?
I mean, 1. I mean, I've got a 3 and a 3 to make. I'm halfway there. I've got the red 3. I just need a white 3, but it's 3 points. So I either get rid of that one and that one only get 1 point out of it.
Well, here's the thing, because if you take my 6/5 blush, you can make that. That's worth 6 points.
If I harvest and make a wine.
And make 2 blush wines.
But I've got a 3 and a 3 blush.
You've got an 8 blush already, which you can do. Harvest. And then you would get. You get 4 and 4. And you get age 1. So you get 4 and 6 effectively.
Which isn't enough.
No. But okay. Okay.
Unless we all managed to get onto that event card and each do like 2 harvests each.
We can't do 2 harvests though. We can't harvest our fields more than once. Because if Dom's going to build,
you guys,
if Dom's going to build the improvements so that we harvest all our fields, then it doesn't. Then we just harvest all our fields. We only need to harvest once.
Oh yeah, you can't then harvest it again. I don't think there's any. You're all right, but I think me and Dom there's nothing we can do.
Well,
I have a vague plan.
Okay.
It's heavily reliant on luck.
Let's give it a go and let's see what happens.
Okay, you go. No, it's me first.
You first.
Shit, what am I doing? What am I doing? Sorry, bad language.
It's okay.
I've got 1 worker.
We know it's for a family-friendly stream window, isn't it?
Bloody 11:30. I mean, if I go straight into winter, that's 1 worker I haven't used. Unless I want to be the one that goes.
Unless you want to do this.
I pay. Unless I go to there, but I thought you needed to go to there.
I think
first.
if Dom goes there, because Dom has less money, you and I can afford to do this.
Right.
Dom can't at the moment. What if you?
I'm going to be using my money on that improvement.
What if you do this double space? And do what I was planning on doing. So you could fulfill a wine order and do the pay 6 to get a structure for free and advance the maple leaf up.
Yeah. Okay.
Because then you could build yourself the cottage for free and then you can draw an extra visitor when you pass the season. That might help.
Okay, so put that there.
Sure.
What am I doing?
So spend.
Fulfill an order.
Fill a wine order.
So the 8 blush will go. So that's 4 points and then residual.
Thank you. 4. You get no. There's no extra residual for you because you're at max.
That's
1,
fine.
2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And then spend your 6, and I'll move up our maple leaf. Yep. So close.
Oh, no, not 1. Okay.
Dom.
Yep, so first thing to do is to pay the 4. Gain the harvest all your fields.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay. Anything I can do? I don't have any summer visitors, so I can't do that. Okay. I will. Yeah, okay. We'll go here. I will sacrifice my 2 winter visitors that I'm not using. Or 2 winter visitors that. Why are you locked? Be free, winter visitor.
I'm staying.
No, get out. Oh, I forgot to discard.
I live here now.
Oh, I forgot to discard down at the end of the last round.
Oh.
No, I just drew an extra winter visitor card. Never mind. I just drew an extra one because of my placement. So I can get rid of those 2. And then I can trade in. I'm going to get myself a 1 red.
Oh, I build a structure.
Oh, yes, you get to build a structure for free.
Cottage, did you say?
Yeah, I think the cottage is probably your best bet.
To get me in.
Because it means you can get an extra winter visitor that may swing things slightly. Okay, that's the end of my turn. It's your turn, Laura.
I will pass into winter.
Okay, and then draw a winter visitor, I guess.
Yes.
Or you could try it with wine order actually, and see what that gets you. Might give you more.
No, because my cottage I get a summer or winter visitor anyway.
Oh yeah, sorry. You could get summer winter visitor, and then you could draw a wine order as
What's
part of
mine?
the.
All players may take up to 2. Oh,
What's that?
all players may make up to 2 wines.
Ooh.
Draw 1 green or 1 yellow for each opponent who does this. So if we need to, but then we can make unlimited wines anyway. But everyone gets a chance to make.
Everyone
up
gets to
to
make 2 wines.
I will take a wine order card.
Okay.
Nope, bad.
What was it?
Bad. It's a 4 white and a 4 blush.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Yuck.
No,
Yuck. Well, alrighty. Dom.
Yeah.
Are you going to be passing on your next turn, Dom? Do you think?
Into winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's fine. So that means you still get the option to do the double action event. Because Laura will pass out before you do.
Okay.
Also, thank you everyone who has stuck around for this. I realise we are.
If you have.
I realise we're at 3.5 hours now.
I'm up so early tomorrow.
Are you? Of course, you've got to take your car for.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can knock you unconscious and you just go to sleep.
Right here, right now.
Instantly asleep.
So I can get double. I can do that.
I have to say, I've enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I would.
I understand it a lot more than I thought I would.
I'm understanding it's too late.
Yeah, I'm liking this a lot more than I thought I would. When I first heard about a cooperative viticulture expansion, I kind of thought, why?
Yeah.
But I like this. I think this is really neat.
Okay. Someone's gone there. Sugar. Okay, can't do that, can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. I've got a summer worker that I've got no real use for.
Summer worker?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got no way of getting enough money to take his hat off, have you?
No.
You can leave your hat off.
You could go give a tour. Well, that doesn't help you. It just uses them up.
No. Okay, I'm gonna draw a vine.
Sure, why not?
Because why not? And there's a vague possibility it might be useful. There might be a discard cards to get points thing.
Sure.
Okay. Theo.
It's me. I am going to pass, and I'm going to use the ability to upgrade my 1 red that is sat lonely as a clud in my crush pad and advance that up. Dom?
That, you know.
Does that come out too late, but could be really helpful?
Yeah, all I can think of is maybe if I plant it, it gives me more grapes when I harvest, and maybe I can do something with them.
It would give you an extra 1 white, and it would put you at a 5 red. I'm not sure
Yeah, because I can't do my current orders, so I think my best bet is just to hope.
Yeah. Well, I mean, planting it and then you run out of workers because you kind of need it to do the double action at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of need to just sort of go through and hope.
If I do the double action at the end,
Double action might get you something because you might be able to make wine and then draw. You might be able to draw wine cards twice at the end, and then.
Okay, I won't plant it. See, I will pass through. I get 1 card.
Yep. Or a grape or 2 lira. Or upgrade a grape which you don't have any, or you can get 2 lira.
Yeah, so I could take a wine order or I could take a winter visitor.
Wine order probably is more beneficial.
Yeah, and I can get a winter visitor off my cottage anyway.
Yes, this is true. Well, that's the point. I can get a winter visitor off my cottage. I forgot about that.
Not particularly helpful.
Harvester. Harvest up to 2 fields. Choose one and gain. Choose 2. Yeah, that doesn't help. Oh well.
My winter visitor. Harvest expert. Harvest a fields and either draw a green or pay 1 to build a yoke. Not useful.
Even less helpful. But has better hair than mine, apparently. I have to pay 3 for that? That's annoying. Okay. Although I can get 1 free. Yeah, okay, so that. Okay.
We're into winter and starting off with Laura.
Yes. Off you go, sweetie.
Okay. It's gonna go harvest. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, because I'm not paying.
Yeah, you can harvest everything.
I'm not paying for this, am I?
No, I am.
That's fine. I harvest everything.
Make it so.
Okay. Number 1. And a 3 and a 3. Next.
Okay, me? Okay, I am also.
It's me, isn't it?
Oh, it is you, sorry.
So yeah, I need to harvest all my fields.
This will be a shocker. I'm also going to harvest all my fields. Okay.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna upgrade. I'm gonna up the wine. Up the wine.
Up the wine.
Up to 3 and age 1 of them twice.
Okay.
I'll do 3. 3 white goose. That's quite a bit. And then there's a 1 and a 3. That could be a 4. I'm just trying to do math.
That's what I'm trying to get.
I can either do my 3 and my 3 or a 4 and a 4 blush. 4 and a 4 blush gets me the 25 that I need.
I don't think you can combine white grapes of the grapes the same color to make.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I was either going for my 3
course,
red
you can
and
age it, you
3
can age it,
white.
yes,
Yeah,
you're
I can age it both twice.
I do that. I get the points.
Which one, the 3 and the 3?
No, the 4 and the 4.
I don't know how.
So you've got a 3 red and a 1 white. So that would make your 4 blush.
Yeah.
And then your 3 white and a 1 red, and then you can age your 3 white by 2.
Hold on. So my 3 red and 1 white gets me the 4 blush.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your red 1.
3 red. No, wait. My 3 red and 1 white.
No, your 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gone. So your 1 red just becomes a 1 red. It's there.
Yeah. And
Because you
then
make
my
3.
3 white
Becomes a 3.
5 white.
Can become a 5 white because it ages twice. Yeah.
Yeah. I get you.
And then you can do that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoop, give it to me. That's unnecessary. Done.
Oh, yeah, couldn't do the maths.
That's okay. It's late.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You should probably stress at this point that this is probably not as long as it would take to actually play Viticulture World. It's just
No,
that
Tabletopia. as well.
we're playing on Tabletopia. It's been a while since we played on Tabletopia, and it's just gone progressively late.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We also spent a fair bit of time plotting and scheming for little effect, as it turned out.
Right.
Yeah,
It's okay. We're good. So I'm just going to look at my board and contemplate my order of operations. Is anyone going to need to use the winter visitor spot?
I mean, I can use it.
Possibly, but I've got a big Gary.
Okay.
I've got Big Gary. I've got one that says all
Actually,
players.
no, I'm not going to need to use it.
Okay.
I've got one that says all players make up to 2 wines, but I'm guessing
We're
just
probably
everyone on
gonna-
3 wines. You're not going to need it.
Yeah, we're probably going to clear that.
Comes in twice. Okay, so that will get me 6 points. That will get me 8 and potentially.
No, I'm not going to use a winter visitor after all because I can't.
That okay. So
To get us our last influence.
Yeah.
4, 2, 1. Age one of them twice.
So hold on, just before we go too deep into this, Dom, what wines do you need to make your wine orders?
Okay, my current plan is to fill the 7 sparkling,
Yes.
and one of these 5 and 3s,
Okay.
which is going to leave me short. But it's
So that
the
gives
best I
you-
can do.
That gives you 8 points, and that will get you up to 20.
Yeah.
So
Gosh.
hold on. Here's the thing, because Laura and I can trade you stuff if you put your big Gary on
Is it gonna have enough
shares a
turns?
space with us. This is the thing. So
Well, I need to use both of mine to fulfill both my orders.
right, but I don't necessarily.
Okay.
So what orders do you have left? The big one for you is your 6, is your 8 sparkling and 2 white.
Yeah.
Are you able to make 2 white?
No. Well, I've made a 4 white this turn.
Are you going to need it?
If I want to fulfill the 4 points one, yeah.
Okay. So we've got that sparkling ticked off. Hold on. How many points do you need to get there? You need
More than I've got. 13.
You need 13. Okay.
I don't. There's any way it's happening.
Maybe. Trying to think where we can get you 3 more points, because I suspect I'm going to have some excess when I make my wines, because I need to, in order for me to get to my maximum, I need I can do this 8 thing, and I can do some blushes, or I can do my 7 sparkling and my 4 white. But if I make blush it, no, I won't be able to do all the things. I need an extra worker for doing all the things. So I can do this one potentially. I can do these 2. Or I can do these 2. Make some extra reds because I don't need to make the blush because I will have the whites. So I will have an extra 2 white after this.
Yeah.
After I make my wines, and I'll also have a 4 red potentially. So if you place your Gary on a spot where my worker is, so say you do your can't used to make your wines after I do. Have you placed your worker yet, by the way, for this round?
Yeah, I just put it down to make the wines.
Okay, hold on.
Otherwise, it's a waste. I've got nothing to do with the action.
Gain points in any way. It's 13, damn it.
This is too much thinking.
Yeah. Wait. No, you're not going to have the money for it. No, okay. Okay, never mind. I can't math a way around this.
Yeah.
There might be a way, but I can't figure it out. Okay,
there is.
No, okay. You've played your turn? Okay, so it's my turn. So you know what? I'm going to put my big Gary on here with yours. So I get an extra lira, which is nice. There might be something.
There might be something.
Okay, so I am going to make a. So for my wine orders, I need to make a 4 whites. So that gets me this one. Oh, shoot. Not going to have the actions, I don't think. How many workers have you got left, Laura?
2. I need both of them to fulfill them all.
No, it's fine. That's not going to work because I need you to pass before me. I can. That was a 3 white.
What do you need?
2 white. No, ideally I need the 2 do 2 action space.
Do what?
So I can fill. I
Um,
need to fill multiple wine orders. Is the problem?
I'm not going to get out there quick enough.
No.
I mean, you are after be the last line, so. Oh no, because then Dom can't use it.
Okay, Dom, I'm going to give you a 2 white wine.
Okay. You can have a lira in exchange.
Sure.
Lira converted to points, do they? At the
No,
end?
sadly. Okay.
Actually, I'll give you my useless Pinot grapes in return.
Ooh. You can keep your lira then.
So you're giving me a 2 white.
2 white.
Okay. means I can now fulfill those orders.
Which is slightly better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just for the purposes of plotting things out for the end game, Dom, what are you planning on doing on your final turn?
I've got two actions left, so I'll have to use both of them to sell the wine, fulfill orders.
I have 2 actions left. Oh, we've got this numbering wrong. So I thought we would have passed we would have all passed out so that we could use that action space. We're all going to pass out at the same time.
Has Dom not got Big Gary to go on the 2 spaces? The bonus space.
Bonus space. Well, this
The event space. Yeah.
no, because that's only if it's a 4-player game, 4 to 6 player.
No, Big Gary.
Gary can't go on them because they're
Big Gary can only carry on actual spaces on the board.
on the board.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got this wrong again somehow.
Oh.
Damn. So close. Oh well. Okay, each your turn, Laura. Yep. I'll let you worry about that in the background. Dom, you want to do your turn?
Yeah, so I'll
Wait.
fulfill the void order and gain the money. Woo.
Yay.
Oh, no,
So
Wrong.
yeah, 2 whites and
oh,
8 sparkling for 6 points and maximum 2 residuals. Woo.
I am also going to fulfill a wine order.
Oh, I have like a 7 red and a 1 red if anyone needs that.
Not that's going to help me, unfortunately.
Yeah, it doesn't help me.
Those 2 to get this wine order for 6 points. And max out my residuals. $21. Hello.
Wait, did you do the bottom one yet?
Bottom one, this one.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it and get the victory points.
Oh.
1 action short.
Oh.
Which is why I wanted to.
Oh.
Here's the thing. You're already there.
I'm already there, so I don't actually need to use Big Gary. I could just
So
pass
you could
and
pass
get the
and
space
then
off.
and then I could take the double action.
I can't use Big Gary on a summer thing, can I?
No.
No. Just can't even get the money to boost up that. What do I need? Oh, it's 6, isn't it? I can't even boost up the money to get that, boost that influence. So I can pass and I can move.
If you pass, then I can do the double action space. I can fill my last order and put the influence up.
Okay, I pass.
Okay. So it's your turn, Dom.
Yeah.
I guess it's just fill a wine order for you, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no way I'm guessing there, so I'll just fill the wine order.
Mm-hmm. For 4 points.
Yeah, 3 red and 5 white.
Did you give yourself points for the last wine order you filled in?
Good question.
Don't think you have.
Yeah.
Because that was 6, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then 4 for this one.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. I'll rewind that for a moment. There is.
Yeah.
Do you need oh, you need double space, don't
I need to pay the double space. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go on. I was just thinking I could try using it to draw 3 as well, and hope that there's like a 3 red that scores 3 points.
Have you given yourself the 4 points for just doing that one?
There we go. Go on then.
So galling, so close. All right, I'll do the double.
We messed up, but we still got close. I think that shows it's quite well balanced. We'd get there if we'd played better.
Yeah. So I can do that. Now I can fill a wine order for 4. I'll fill in this wine order to get rid of my 8 white. And we just missed out by.
How did you manage to do that though?
You and I managed to do it.
No. I thought you couldn't move up the influence tracker.
Because I didn't have enough actions, but then you cleared out the action
I thought you didn't have
space.
enough money.
No, I didn't have enough actions. Would this one have worked for Dom? No,
It wouldn't. There we go.
that's fine then. So that is Viticulture World, a 4-hour extravaganza of Viticulture World. Thank you very much, everyone, for hanging around and joining us for this. I enjoyed this a lot, actually.
This was good. Long but good.
Yeah, I'd like to play it in person. I think this would be fun to play. So I might look at it at some point. Don, what did you think?
Yeah, I think it didn't help the while since we played Viticulture. It took a while to get back into the thinking about it.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind trying this again because I think we can do better.
Yeah, definitely. I think this would be really interesting with more people as well. Might get a little chaotic, but I think it would be real interesting.
Yeah.
Well, how many people?
Like 4.
4.
I think 4 players is probably the sweet spot for this game in this particular expansion, because you just open up those extra spots. You just do so much. But yeah, so that is what we have done tonight on Viticulture. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. We are not going to raid anyone because it is quite late and do so. So we will be streaming again on Friday. We will be continuing our D&D campaign. Please do come and join us then. We are looking forward to seeing you there. Please take care of yourselves. Have a lovely rest of your day, wherever you may be. It may be the start of your day, like it is for us, because it is 3 minutes past midnight. But thank you very much, everyone, and good night.